Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here is your recap. I will make Aste dropped the top line, so go ahead and pause. Go ahead and pause. Sending one will be the top line. And there is your recap. There are some differences in the recap versus what actually happened in the last episode if you're watching these in sequence. But I believe the DM is going to be addressing those here at the top of the session. Yes, minor correction. There is your recap. And a recap recorded.
Oh, well, then I'll be quiet about what I was about to babble about. Hi, everybody. Are we on the internet?
Yeah, I also have audibly, I've also audibly claimed that there will be some corrections from last session.
Good, good, good. I should get my notes out and maybe some dice.
Oh yeah, dice are helpful for this game.
Dice are helpful when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's kind of cool that way.
Wait, so before I recorded the recap, I got up
Yeah.
to grab my dice, and none of you have your dice out.
Nope. I'm missing a D10 for some reason.
Silly goobers,
I'm
all of
missing
you.
2 D10s. Oh, here they are.
I got home to a wonderful drink having been made for me by my amazing brother. Now I'm playing with a 3D printed, super cool rainbow dragon.
Cool dragon.
So. I don't even know.
Now the potential song is stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
Barking at dawn. Okay. Welcome to D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
We begin this session on day 69, which is the 9th of Flame Rule. We just got back from a harrowing trip home from a very nice visit with Foggy's old mentor. And Snaps has something to tell you all, but I wanted to clarify for the internet an adjustment that's been made. If you go to your recap and look at the bottom, you will see that the recording from last week has slightly different wording than the actual. The DMs had time to think about her job and what words this character should say. So it's been reworked and it's at the end of the recap. So the final response from Timotu would be, I wish at the at the tip of a dagger, I kneel and beg forgiveness. Wade, cross the stream, cross where the water's not deep. And we will begin with Snaps returning, I assume, to the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, after that, now above table, it seems like Dusk and Rasa might be situating themselves, or Dusk and Nebby now.
We're
situated.
here, but we're also trying to settle a puppy.
That is important.
That's right.
We're listening.
Okay.
So we're here, I promise.
Okay. I just didn't want to make sure we were running away without you. But yeah, after that last response, Snaps is going to be looking very confused, kind of distressed. The stream, what the fuck? And she's standing there with Foggy, and we're gonna we need to get the others, and she's gonna beeline for the kitchen to get everybody.
Okay, and I follow.
I think that we left everybody kind of eating stew in the kitchen. So Snaps is going to put her bowl down and look at Samity and just the stew was delicious, Samity. Leave the dishes. I'll take care of them later.
Wait, you didn't eat your cheese.
Ever.
Here, wait. And she shoves a crusty piece of bread and a piece of cheese in your hand.
Perhaps we'll take the bread and cheese. I think the rest of us wanderers should have a family meeting in the war room. And she's gonna grab one of those bags of sweet bready things and make for the war room.
Maeve's just gonna kind of glance over at Foggy and then glance over at Dusk and glance over at Nebby and look at the professor and do you know what's going on? And just follow after Snaps.
What's a war room?
Oh, good question.
Well, it's our nickname for a room where we do all of our, thinking and planning. Because we're not really an army. We don't do war per se, but it's a just a nickname.
Oh, you had a question?
No, I said what is the war room is a good question.
Amity's gonna look over at the boys in the kitchen and kind of raise her eyebrows and shrug her shoulders and mouths the word family.
Asta's gonna go to the war.
Someone took that personally.
Especially if you guys are including Nebby.
She's like edging closer to the door, like she can't figure out whether she's supposed to come with you or stay
No,
in the
just
kitchen.
the wanderers. We need to have a meeting in the war room.
She did say the rest. She did say the Wanderers.
I did say the wanderers.
Those of
Then-
us who put ourselves in grave danger on a daily basis enter that room.
Yes.
And those of us who wash dishes should not wash dishes. I'm gonna
I'll
go
take
feed
care
the
of it.
sheep. And she'll head for the front door. I'm
Trying
out.
not to freak her out. God damn it.
Well,
I'm gonna go feed the sheep.
Dusk looks kind of pale too. Just I'm assuming I've already cast Legend. I can't remember. Yeah. Back
You
Legend
were
Lore is-
going
yet,
to
'cause I
cast
haven't told
lemon.
you yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't yet. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So Snaps is gonna make her announcement, and then some shit will go down.
Right. Okay.
I assume we go to the room. And once everybody is inside, I assume everybody followed.
Right.
Can we see the homestead, please?
Okay.
Yeah, homestead.
It's nice to look.
This one. This one.
Mm-mm.
This one. Samity, go feed the sheep.
It's so be.
Once everybody's in, and Snaps will close the door and put the bag of sweets on the table.
I'm gonna move this glass because I've nearly knocked it over 3 times. Sit there.
I think on this screen we don't have control of Nebby.
Oh no.
Whoops.
That's okay. She just wasn't invited.
No, she gestures to everybody.
You're coming whether you like it or not.
She's gonna sit on the tree outside.
You're one of us now.
Yeah,
You've been claimed.
you're in the thick of it now. Tough tamales.
Hasn't made it to the war room yet. Oh yeah, there she is.
Can take a drink without actually trying to breathe in the water. Tamotu Morad is the name of the man we know as the blurry guy.
Oh, he has a name, right?
Are you talking about that high-level
He has
mage?
Yeah.
that guy, the
That high circle?
blurry one. The
Yes, that's the one. Okay.
I've had a little chat with him. He says that he's connected to, indebted to the Queen of Chaos, and she's just kind of looking at everybody, but especially the professor and Dusk, like if seeing if that means anything to anybody. And apparently he's in trouble with her.
Queen of Chaos. Queen of Chaos.
Goals for me.
Sounds like somebody important, yeah?
Well,
The
it the title of
those
queen.
things that
Oh, go ahead.
attacked us were saying something about Tamotu and the Queen.
So, well, since I neglected to rearrange my spells since last night, I can still do a little thing where if this is somebody of legend that might have some lore attached to them, I might be able to dig up some facts, some
Little on
history.
a little on the nose for that incantation, aren't you? Fast, I wouldn't know the name of that incantation. He's just like, you're a little on the nose there, buddy.
I'm just trying to be clever because I don't know if I really want to find out about this person, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Information. Bad
There's
thing.
because who knows what kind of dance we're about to engage in. He takes Lightbringer out and kind of just holds it in front of his face, kind of upright, just sort of. What are the components for legend lore anyway? I think it's like ivory or something, or no. Okay.
Yeah, I hear a puppy toy.
Nebby,
You're
calm
gonna do
down.
Legend lore is a weird spell, okay? It seems silly to everybody else, but it's serious business.
Lots of incense.
Incense, yes. I think I bought
And
incense.
4
Squeak,
ivory.
squeak.
Yep. And 4 ivory strips. I believe I bought all that from what's his face. Yeah, so I take the incense and I guess I lay it on the table with the ivory strips. I'm trying to. There's like always a joke with these things. I can't quite figure out what it is with this one. But and I take Lightbringer and I kind of like strike it against my armor to cause a spark. It lights the incense. And it's like I guess I form like a box with the ivory or something. A square that it all sits in a pile, and it just sparks to life. And I never really described it, so now I'm taking the effort here. And there's just like this silvery blue flame that leaps from the incense, filling the room with like a bit of like a smoke. That's fairly pleasant. It's a little you know, I don't know, I say musky if anything. And I open my eyes, and I kind of like, to everyone else looking at me, it probably glows. My eyes are glowing silvery blue, and I'm just I like to think I'm either getting this stuff narrated to me through like some avatar of Saloon, not maybe not Saloon herself, but some avatar, she's like reading me like this, like, oh, queen of chaos. All right, let's go. And like you see just Dusk taking in this information. You can see he's like his attention is basically wrapped trying to like, and you see him getting like pale. Like almost as silvery pale as his eyes and the sparks, the light of the incense. Uh, and he just sort of emerges from the spell at the end of it, just like, oh boy, oh boy, all right. Well, that was a lot. Let me do the best. I'm gonna try and lay it all down for you. All right, okay. So we're dealing with demons, y'all. Couldn't you figure that out from our little encounter? The Queen of Chaos was one of the very first demons from a time before most things existed. While the other demons mostly fought each other, she noticed that there were other worlds out there full of life and souls, which demons must like to eat. Some evil souls drifted down into the abyss, and the older demons shaped them into a newer kind of demon that was easier to control, right? Uh, well, seeing a chance to rule everything, the Queen of Chaos decided to start a war across all worlds. Um, she forced the other old demon lords to follow her, and if they refused, she killed them. She killed some old demons or cast them out, I suppose. Only one of them, named Dagon, I think it was Dagon. She left
Dagon.
alone. She left him alone because he scared her, which means that there's somebody even worse than her out there. She chose a powerful newer demon named Miska the Wolf Spider, which just evokes all sorts of imagery, as her mate, which is, I'm not even going to ask, and made him the leader of her armies. Um, and to make him even stronger, she killed the previous top demon and gave Miska the title instead of top demon, I guess. With Miska in charge, her armies work together better, and chaos spread everywhere, as you can imagine. Seems to be her favorite thing to do. Well, eventually, uh, the forces that believed in order, these ancient forces, I guess, uh, that believed in order and rules, rose up, working together, and newer demons rebelled against her, and even holy beings attacked the abyss while it was in this weakened state. Uh, and most of the old demons were wiped out. However, the Queen of Chaos survived, and she retreated deep into the abyss and hid there. And she's been staying quiet, according to at least my sources. She's been staying there quiet ever since, trying to find a way to free Miska, again, the wolf spider mate, and start the Great War all over again. But it seems like she's looking to update her story, because why else would she be dabbling in the material plane? Or at least her people operating on her behalf. So yeah, that's the history here. That was a lot. There were words being used, and I think I just understood them to mean things like old demons and new demons, and it's a lot.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah.
This is not this character's character sheet. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear that kid approaching and maybe hush down the conversation before he gets an earshot?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Foggy? There you are. Skills plus 7. 15.
I'm gonna say you hear the kid in the back, further away, doing a stage whisper. They're gonna get mad. Come back here.
Mm.
And the one in the front um, that is closer, I think from your point of view, you may not be able to see him.
No, because I'm at the other end of the table
Yeah,
next to
you
Snaps.
can't see him, but you could, being that you're attempting to pay attention to what whether the kids are approaching or not, or whatever. Um, yeah, there's some rustling sounds coming from the hallway, very faint, very faint. I also wanted to ask, I think when we started this portion, when Dusk was talking about legend lore, I thought I heard Andrew say he was going to try or thought or was doing, and then he kind of got cut off by legend lore. So I wanted to make sure Andrew has the floor if he wants something.
I was just going to ask if anything sparked a roll out of my character's knowledge, or would you feel like he would have a chance of knowing anything that's being said here?
Let's do a history check and see if the dice think you should get something.
Got you. Let me see if all of my benefits here that I can apply.
I would think uh, you have something that gives you advantage,
Uh
like your lore hold primer or something.
my lore hold primer gives me a D4. Guidance also gives me a D4. I don't think I have anything that gives me advantage. If anyone wants to give a help there, I think that's actually what that does, yes.
I would like you to have your lore hold primer, and I think because some part of this involves other planes, that of all of the people in the room, you would be the most likely to gather that there's something that you may have heard something of
Mm-hmm.
things from other
I'll say
planes.
this on Nebby's behalf, only she's upstairs. But if Professor is looking like he's thinking real hard, Nebby might cast guidance on him just to
Well, thank you.
help him think.
I appreciate that. I do also have guidance, but also thank you. I will take that guidance instead, because that allows me to lore hold as well. I think I can do that. I don't
Yeah,
know. Whatever. So,
do the thing.
good.
Advantage plus a d4.
Well, I'm glad I had advantage then. Okay. 17 plus 3 plus 4. 24.
I am gonna
That's 17
say,
plus 3 plus 4, by the way.
yeah. So the actual history of the universe is what it is, and you probably would know a little something about the age before ages. Maybe not specifically the Queen of Chaos, but the name, the Queen of Chaos, might bring like a tickle in the back of your mind about a place or a plane called the Steaming Fen that you could look up in your book later if you wanted.
Steaming fan. And like those words will kind of like
Like somehow that's the name of a place or uh uh maybe
I'm reading that it is one of the layers of the abyss.
yeah. So, but in this moment, you may not get that it's the name of the layer of the abyss, just that it's got
That's
something
funny.
to do, like somehow the name, the Queen of Chaos, brought
Yeah.
the words steaming fen to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
you in that moment with your 24 are clearly beset now with a plan. I got to look that up, whatever that is that's tickling my memory. I got to go get details.
yeah. So
Okay.
then he will probably like, this room is so fucking small. I was gonna have to like get up and go over like to the wall or something, and like open the book and kind of like fan through it a bit, like he's found a search term and he's using it. Yeah, so they
Stays
can
Googling.
continue while they do that.
Yeah, so you see, Aste gets up from the table and, after hearing the info dump from Dusk, might awkwardly like get up from the table and just go stand in the corner and start flipping through a book, while the rest of you continue talking.
Yeah, they definitely see like the light bulb in his mind open up a little bit, like turn on. But other than that, he didn't say anything. He's just like you see the ding, and he gets up and like goes over the wall.
So the rest of you would continue talking while Andrew wanders or Aste wanders off to go
Aste.
read his book.
Mhm.
Oh, I left one little piece out. I completely somehow skipped over a line.
Oh dear.
Uh, before the part I said where after that everything fell apart, it says eventually forces that believe I did. Oh, I read it and then I skipped over. Eventually, the forces that believed in order and rules rose up against her. Their leaders forged a powerful weapon and used it to defeat Miska, trapping him in a howling, broken place far away, a plane called Pandemonium. And then after that, everything fell apart. I don't know how my reading skills were so botched, but I missed a couple of sentences.
No biggie.
Anywho,
So we have a puffed up owl, a hand wringing Maiev, a book scanning Aste. What else we got?
Dusk will just let out a huge sigh.
Yeah, and Foggy's just
Just-
staring into the middle distance.
It's like, oh, what did we get ourselves into, folks?
Question is more how you got yourself into it.
How is a good question, but I think it all started by us trying to be good people.
Yeah.
No regrets.
None
It just
whatsoever. But
Dusk cracks his kind of like cracks his neck like in two different. Yeah, like he kind of just says, "No, they're just hunting demons now. That's all."
And just offhandedly, he's like, I have plenty of regrets about what we're getting ourselves into, but I'll save it for now.
You can't have regrets until they've already happened, Professor. Right?
Well, you think about it from the terms of where we're coming from. We've gone into an entirely different scenario here. We've kind of we've jumped the fence. We've jumped the fence. We've jumped the fence. We've gone from situations where we can control where we go, do what we're doing, and now we're stuck helping the mess, as I like to call it. The plans of those who are so far beyond our own comprehension that we have no idea what they want for us. And now we're a part of it. So now let me continue.
I would argue that we were already a part of it. If she's so pissed off now after the potential and the dragon and Tamotu Mora, then she was always behind what was going on. Maybe.
There is a case to be made for that. I would concur that. But I would say prior to the potential, we were probably so far below this thing's radar that we probably didn't even exist. Now, whatever this thing is, sees us. And because it sees us, something that terrifies a high-level mage is now looking directly our way. We need to prepare. We need to get ready. We need to be better than we currently are now. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Yeah.
The Dusk will take a couple strides over to the professor's side, put a hand on his shoulder, clap it on there, and be like, "The Mood Maiden's on our side. Who else do we need for an ally?"
I'm not sure. He gives a serious answer, which may terrify Dusk more than he.
Blessings of Saloon on you. And he'll just walk back over. And he's going to put Lightbringer on the table, kind of like just planting it down, and be like, "Listen, we didn't mean to poke a demon in her eye, a demon queen in her eye, but we did. No. It sounds like we've disrupted something that we didn't even know that we were disrupting, and now she's not happy about it. The least we can do is make her more angry. And if I'm making a demon angry, I feel like I'm doing my job." So whoever this goes, let's who's with me?
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
I think Mayev probably needs to do a perception check at this point to see if she's gonna notice the young man in the hallway, sort of having snuck up to this point and is now sort of cowering in the hallway a little bit.
Yeah, I never went and got my dice, so I told D&D Beyond to do it, and I got an 11.
I think when he started approaching, he was kind of sneaking, but after the other kid told him they're going to be mad, he like decided to just stand visibly near the doorway and hope that he gets noticed and called in. So he's like a kid waiting in the waiting room outside the principal's office.
I think Mayev has been wringing her hands and sort of pacing back and forth over here. I think this is the door. And she's just gonna kind of snap shut the door when we came in.
Oh, so you didn't get to see him at all.
Yeah, I think she's gonna
I
just
thought it
like.
was line of sight. Never mind then. Yeah, you wouldn't know he's out there.
Would Nebby's owl ears pick up anything here? Because I have a passive perception of 20.
Oh yeah, you heard the rustling out in the hallway that Foggy heard earlier.
Okay.
And you heard the boy whisper, "You're going to get in trouble. Come back here."
They're gonna get
And I'm
mad.
going to say that with a 20 passive, that the shuffling sound in the hallway, it's intermittent and very soft, but it does seem to come and go. Like just on the other side of the door, something or someone is doing something.
Okay. That being the case, how do I want to say this? At this point, I can't even think of a Nebbyism. I know I am new, and I don't truly know all the roles of everyone here. But you realize that there is someone approaching the door.
Yeah, I
And-
heard him a couple moments ago.
And Mayev's like, "Oh man, Malmdar's getting rusty." She's pacing back and forth and ends up by the door as this is said, and she's gonna open the door and go, Which kid am I looking at first?
Bernard.
Bernard, how much did you hear?
Oh, hi. Not a lot. That's a very thick door. But here, this is here, and he's holding out a very long, leather wrapped tube, like a scroll case, but much too big for that. Miss
Okay.
Artelis brought it yesterday, and I forgot to give it to you. It's for all. She said that you guys like hers, and so she got one made for you.
Can
What? And
Nebby
like Maev's face just lights up, and she's like, "What?" And she throws the door open, and she takes this, and she's gonna kind of halfway drag the kid behind her. I think. And oh, sorry, Bernard. I didn't mean to drag it. And she'll like lean back the doorway and tell the other one, "We're not mad. We just didn't want to scare you guys." And she's unfurling this. Artelis got us a map.
can Nebby do at least an insight on the I didn't hear much?
Sure.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it and add my +9?
I will roll it and add your +9. Thank you for the number. Oh, well, he uh he definitely seems more nervous now than he did before you came into this room.
Little ears hear more than they say.
Yeah, by the time I heard him, conversation started to wind down. Otherwise, I'd have told everybody to shut up.
And Dusk will just be like, "Hey, boyo, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. It's all right."
I kinda don't wanna come in there.
All
You
right, then I'm
guys
coming
were
out.
talking about scary things in there.
And he's gonna kneel down real low and just kind of get on his level and be like, "I'm sorry, but all that stuff's wasn't really meant for you to worry about. But guess what? You don't got to worry about nothing. You stay. You're around here. You're gonna be safe."
I heard you say the word demon.
Yeah, we've
I
already
don't.
pummeled a bunch of demons earlier today. Gave him a real one too.
Today?
Oh
Somewhere far.
boy. When's the last
It's
time
like-
you heard from your wife?
Beat me by
I
one
was gonna say,
second.
can a bird do a face palm?
Maybe I'm just way too good at playing Dusk. It's just putting my foot in my mouth. That's what I do. Yes, today, much farther away from here. Don't you worry.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go make eggs. You want
You
some
should
eggs?
probably
I'm
do
gonna go
that.
cook some eggs. Excuse me.
That's right.
I'm gonna
You do
go
that.
cook some eggs.
You do that. Wait, do I have? I still have. Does my thing do calm emotions? I forget. I forget my ring does calm emotions, or if I still have it. What is it?
No, I
You
think
had a
you gave
necklace
it
that you
to...
gave away.
Damn it! That's right. I did. I
Orms,
gave it
yeah.
away.
You gave that to the
And-
parents of the sorcerer kid.
And Dusk is gonna be like, "Dang it! All right, well, he's gonna be nervous." I'm like,
And
"Well, that went well." Someone who's a little more good with kids should probably check on him later.
well, I think Maeva's going to almost immediately tear herself away from this mapping and poodle down the hallway after the kid.
Sure.
Just kind of go be the consoling mom of the world is sometimes scary, but you're safe here, and all of those things.
And Robert is the older one.
Mhm.
And he would also be like trying to calm down the younger one, that everything's going to be okay. These guys are very capable, adventure-y people, and they fight monsters all the time. I mean, they took out. Well, they had a dragon taken out, but they had that dragon was gone. It's going to be okay.
Well, I think that it just underscores that if we're trying to keep everyone safe around us, that we have to figure this out, because I get the feeling that that's not the last of the demons that were going to be hurled in our direction, seeking
Yeah.
revenge. And I feel like if we stay here, the odds are
Silence.
higher that we will remain in danger. That is to
Gregory,
say,
what
the
did you
homestead.
say?
On the beginnings of the conversation in regards to whether or not we stay here, Foggy suddenly shouted the word silence.
Never mind. I would be like, hush.
Are we being watched?
Let me
Watched.
check.
That's me.
We've had things scry on us from a distance before, and if this bitch is a demon queen, she's probably watching us.
Ooh. Oh, that would really be fun. I'll kick on my see invisibility to see if I can see any of those motes watching us.
Sorry if that shout was loud, YouTube.
Um, the spell goes off, and you see more clearly than normal. Like, your vision sort of shifts when you slip into this see invisibility skill. Um, and you take a good hard look around the room. You're not finding any floating orbs or anything. You look under the table, you look out the window, you're pretty confident that you're not seeing any invisible stuff.
All right. I'll keep it on. It lasts an hour, so I'll keep it on while we talk, and I'll keep it a good look.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're safe for now.
Thank goodness.
If we're going to talk about plans,
Yeah.
Sorry for the
She might be
interruption. Please
watching.
continue.
Yeah.
She might be watching Blurry Tomotu. He sounded like he was he at the end he said some weird stuff, and he sounded like he was being watched, or knew he was being watched or listened to, and he was trying not to be too obvious about what he was trying to tell me.
Right.
He he said something about cross the stream, cross where the water's not deep.
What?
And then she's gonna kind of look apologetically at Foggy, and then like at everybody else. I know it. He should face justice for everything that he's done, but um, if he can be helped, no one deserves to be killed the way that demons kill people.
Right.
If he can be helped, I want to help him.
What if she was controlling his actions from the beginning? I could see there being a case for that. High level mages don't go out of their way to just kind of do trouble. They often need something that intimidates or otherwise convinces them to go towards actions they wouldn't normally just do on their own. So something's telling
Even
me
when I spoke to him in Salt End, he was more afraid of whatever was hanging over him, which I thought was the dragon, than he was afraid of us. Makes sense.
Like we found our culprit. I know that if I had a a prime demon asking me to do certain things, I wouldn't be able to say no myself for fear of losing my soul.
Keep that. Well, that's good to know there about you, Professor.
Well, I'd rather, have a bit of trouble under my belt than lose my eternal soul, especially as long as I've lived. I mean, there's a lot that goes behind a thought like that.
Right.
Snaps.
Don't
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
don't let them poison you either. That thing that bit Maiev, do you guys know what that does?
I think I vaguely picked up on it.
I don't think my medicine check succeeded in anything.
I don't remember what my role was either. Hang on, let me check the
I
chat
think
logs and
I
see
put it
if
in
it's
the
in
I think I
chat.
put it in the recap. I think everybody but Nebby got it.
Got it.
Oh, never mind. Of course, I remember what it does. I think
Everybody but Nebby.
everybody but Nebby got
Nebby's got no clue.
it. Right. It's no good. It's not good. Lingers.
Aren't all bites no good?
I suppose.
They have
But
a
these
poison
ones,
that
yeah.
if, if they bite you and you fall, it immediately changes you into an abyssal wretch. And it's not just that. And Snaps just looks terrified. It's not. There is no gray. There is no veiled one. There is no Saluna. There is no afterlife. Your soul becomes trapped in your twisted body, and you lose all memory and all sense of who you were. Don't let them poison you.
Yeah. Welcome to
And I
the
did check that
abyss.
with the DM.
Demons are a nasty kind. Head to toe.
Well, they can be killed. Yes.
From our plane, they can be sent back. As far as I know, if you kill a demon here, they just go back to the abyss.
That's good enough for me.
If you go to the abyss and kill a demon, I believe they die forever.
Well, I'm not exactly itching to go to the abyss, wherever this is. Sounds absolutely dreadful. But I mean, if that's where this path goes, that's where this path goes. But I think as he looks around, does making sure that there's nothing watching. He's like, we should probably be thinking of putting some distance between this place and Dybrook, us and Dybrook, us and the homestead, because if something is sent our way and we're near Dybrook, I hate to think what would happen.
Yeah, that dragon was bad enough.
Yeah, I think a horde of rampaging demons could probably do more damage than one dragon could even. And the dragon wasn't even trying to kill people, it seems like. It was just trying to scare. Is this related to that righteous reclamation thing? No,
No,
I
that
mean,
had to do with dragons and Dragonborn. That had nothing to do
right,
with
right.
that had nothing to do with the Nine Hells. Or not the Nine Hells, the Abyss.
Mm,
But now the problem
well,
also becomes if at any point we get seen here by that bitch, it also becomes a target.
well, we camp out in the nearby woods. So that
Yeah.
we're not within any eyesight of the homestead, just in case.
Yeah. In any case, just for safety's sake, the warrior women should be informed and prepared.
Agreed.
And he scratches the
Um,
back of his head as though they could even realistically pull off what we pulled off. But
no, but
I'd rather them be prepared and die fighting than just die.
they could be given a heads up at least at what they're dealing with to make sure that they're keeping watch more so, just in case. And maybe we'll keep touch with them on a regular basis to make sure we're
Yeah.
aware of any problems. But I can probably send them a quick spell, a message. I think I don't remember the names of the player doesn't remember the names of any
Right.
particular person off the top of my head, but oh yeah, the new augmentation. Yeah, okay, right. No, Snaps is right. Yep, we can warn them. I guess tomorrow, right? Unless I got to go to the nighttime Audrey's. No, daytime Audrey's, right? We'll have it. Yeah.
Nighttime is not
Yeah, it's at the Audrey shop whenever it's ready. I think
Right.
it's supposed to be ready today or tomorrow. West
Just
would
depends on what
know.
time of day. If we wanted to swing by at night or during the
Yes.
day.
West, is it supposed to be ready today or tomorrow?
It will be ready tomorrow, the 10th. It's
Okay.
probably really
Right.
late in the day anyway today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't know. We'll have to continue this, but I feel like maybe camping out tonight is our. I guess the question is, who is it? Is it scrying on all of us, or one of us, or what?
I
I've
have no
learned
idea.
it's best to play it safe with these matters.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Well, sounds like we're camping out there tonight.
We are so in over our heads.
You're telling
Yeah,
me.
but it's good to feel like the game's afoot, if you know what I mean.
I mean, at least we have enough information right now. But I mean, these are beings that are layers above us.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll get there somehow, I'm sure. Well, we have to. But I can't see it being easy.
nothing ever worth doing's easy, Professor.
Especially regarding demons.
Especially
It
saving
had,
the world.
it had to be demons.
At least it's not snakes.
At least
Could have
it's
been
not
snake
snakes.
demons.
Yeah, could have been.
I mean,
Hey,
Mushroom
Snaps.
could
demons.
be. It could be like some sort of
I'll
fungal
circle back.
beast.
No, no,
I
no,
hear those are
no,
pretty bad.
no.
Maybe like a fungal based archdemon.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
that
no.
sounds
None of
like
that.
worse in its own way.
I feel like there's a name for something like that. What was it again?
So, some I think it was a Z.
No, no, no,
Like the
that's none
Nugget
of that.
Yeah, Zugget Boy. Zugget Boy.
Lord above. Hey, Snaps.
I've tortured them enough with a Zugget Boy
Hey, Snaps.
or her ilk.
Can you confirm something for me?
Yeah.
If, what the fuck is his name? Because he's blurry guy in my head still.
Promotu.
Timotu, thank you. If someone like Timotu dies and he's poisoned by one of these demon things, what you described happens. If we assume he's not poisoned and he dies, he ends up in the gray. And if he has no one to mourn him, what happens? He just wanders until those that are left to mourn him enough that the afterlife finds him.
He becomes lost in the gray unless some
Deity comes for
deity
him.
or higher power sends emissaries for him.
Okay. So it would still suck, but it would suck less than being poisoned by one of these things. Because I'm almost certain a guy like that has no one to mourn him. Yeah, okay. So let's save him and then deal with him.
As long as
Sorry.
someone is breathing, they have choices to make, and they can choose to continue on their path or make a change for the better. But if we have to kill him, we have to kill him.
Yeah.
Hey, Snaps.
If.
Do you want to try, I don't know, a history check or something to see if you can remember any of the words he said that might resonate with the things Foggy is saying now?
Okay. History? I'm not good at history. Yeah, I have a +0 to history. But yeah, she's been mulling it over in her head.
Whoops.
Can I guide myself?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 with guidance.
Foggy's talking about if there's anybody that would mourn him. And the words greed of youth, foolishness, abject stupidity sort of roll around in your head. Especially the greed of youth part. And you wonder, does he have people that would mourn him? Or was he, I don't know, why would a youth experience greed or foolishness or abject stupidity?
Wait. Hold
Just something to think about.
I think I hear Aste cooking in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it's devils. But a pact? No? Eh? Anyone? Thoughts?
I mean, above table players like, well, but
Yeah, above
Dusk
table
is,
player, yeah. But Foggy knows nothing.
Dusk. I mean, a Dusk could. Well, I mean,
it would give the person it would give the archdemon a reason to look over them, and specifically them. It would give them a reason to say they were foolish in their youth. It would explain them being a high-level caster. Yes? I mean, I'm seeing puzzle pieces fit here. Tell me if I'm putting things in the wrong spot.
I think Dusk would have to roll something to wrap his head around this and agree or disagree with any level of confidence.
I would let you roll what you think is the most logical stat.
So stealth, yes?
Stealth.
The intelligence.
Gonna hide from
I
this
mean,
information.
Arcana for the understanding of how a magical pact works,
Yeah.
or
I guess
history of, or religion for understanding
yeah.
how one might
I
have
thought
like an oath and a pact are kind of similar. Paladins do oaths,
They're very
I would have
We
thought
are
that
getting into
religion.
that debate that I have constantly of what is the difference between a cleric, paladin, and a warlock. Shrug.
It's I mean, I guess religion could work in a sense. I feel like it could work there because Arcana doesn't really talk about things like that in its brief description. I guess it could work as Arcana. Uh, I guess history from a lore perspective, like just. But my best stat is among these three is religion.
Well, then let's go with religion. You're going to do a comparison between what you know of warlock pacts and what you know of paladin oaths.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna guide myself too. I'm gonna roll these bones. This bone that I have came in the mail. Wait, where'd it go? Okay.
While that math and rolling is being done, this gift was really cool for those on YouTube. We were all
13.
given a D4 in the shape of a bone, and it's really cool.
13 religion for Dusk.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe there's a line that could be drawn between oaths and pacts, but it's, you're not a paladin. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
But Aste could be right. He could. With Snap 17 religion, she probably is a little more apt to think that maybe Aste's onto something.
So dumb kid sacrificed everything he had for power, and then he did a lot of other stupid shit involving pissing me off. Sorry. I'm trying to stay
Well,
unbiased.
I mean,
And Foggy stands up and paces for a couple moments.
I wouldn't take it too harshly. Casters of all kinds definitely trend towards making people angry more than not. If that makes you feel any better. I've upset
It doesn't,
my
unfortunately.
fair share of people. It comes with the ego, I think. He like scratches his head a little.
Well, it doesn't really. I guess it. I'm not sure how much it matters who was really behind it all, what type of devil or demon or whatnot. But if the Queen of Chaos is the one behind it, she's a demon. So, well, either there's a whole lot of shenanigans going on to hide that fact. I think we fought actual demons right in the forest. They were demons, right? Not devils.
Yes, 100%.
So
You would tell. Devils would ask you to hand over your soul. Demons would just take it.
Take it, yeah.
oh, fantastic. Right. Rude. Very rude. Well, and so I guess we just have to figure out what the next steps are other than just trying to hide ourselves from being near anything we care about.
Yeah, immediate short term, don't stick around near anyone that we want alive. Mid-length term, what are we doing? I need to not be thinking about this anymore. And he sits back down and starts rapping on the table again.
Let's go pitch some tents. I mean, not really. I got the dome, but yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna go out into the trees over there and until I can't see the homestead, and then I'm going to make the dome. So
yeah.
Whatever we need, I'm still got my eyes up so I can see if anything is watching us. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll set up a campfire so you can find me. But I'm gonna go there now.
We'll go. We'll pack. It's just in terms of a direction and where to go. It's just
the east.
What he said is bothering me.
I think we should go towards the nearest shallow stream.
Oh, right, because the riddle.
Yes. Yeah, he said some weird riddle thing because he thinks he's being watched, like I do.
Stream across where the water's not deep.
Yeah.
I would need to stare at a map of this landmass for a long enough time to decide what he means by that. But I probably could figure it out.
You happen to have a map.
Oh, we have this nice
just delivered
new map from Artemis.
I would like to stare at this map. What is
Scroll.
Oh, that's a lot.
Scroll.
Scroll. Wait for it to focus.
If there's any part of the map you'd like to zoom in on, let me know. I do have a couple of versions of the map that are cropped and zoomed for better resolution on zoomed in.
Does
Oh,
it have the
yes.
I guess
topography of the bottom of the sea where we can see where it's shallow?
Ah.
Across where the water's
right.
not deep.
Right.
I
Do we have a
don't have that.
bathymetric map? Do we have a bathymetric map? Yes. We're sounding.
Way above.
I know. I know.
Oh,
Where where sailors have sounded with the weights to measure the depth of the seabed. Yes. Anything like that?
No.
we
All
just
right.
break out a pendulum and start swinging it over the map.
What about? Oh yeah. Uh, what about the first part of that clue? A dagger, right? Tip of the dagger or something? Or is that because is that code for I'm being threatened? Duress, whatever that word is.
Mm, at the tip of a dagger.
Is that yellow oval with the red X where we are?
That
Yes,
is
it
the
is.
location of
That's-
Dybrook. Dybrook is
That is
That's
the
smaller than that
location
cafeteria.
of our
circle, but
tiny little
that is the
Lord
convent.
of
location of our tiny little
mercy.
thing. Yeah, it's in the middle of a lot of things.
I once had a character from Character. Just he was from WoW. If you see by the yellow C at the top right, just like Edo Japan type stuff. It was really cool.
Mm.
It was fun. He could cut a mountain in half. It was great.
Oh yes, I'm familiar.
We stare at the map. We take the map with us.
Yeah,
Camping.
yeah. We go camp out. We camp outside tonight, far enough away that we can't see this place, and then tomorrow morning we pick up Dusk's armor, and then we look at our to-do list of things and figure out what the hell needs to be done. Didn't Ikoria or whatever her name was need something?
I don't. Oh, she needs. Well, it seems like small fries now, but she needs stuff for Ross's fabric. But if it gets us out of town,
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm
that's
thinking about, because if she's still targeting us and not the ones we love, I'd rather she then, you know, theoretically catch us on the road and not in the middle of a town. Either way, whenever we're in a town, we're posing a danger to people. But I'm just trying to not pose a danger to these people, which I know sounds greedy, but the
I
only
think
other option is
Maev,
to,
who has
yeah.
been kind of staring out the window, she's just gonna turn around and say, "Not greedy, protective.
Yeah.
It's different."
Yeah.
Your whole net. This is your entire world that you guys live in. It's and like he's like looking at you guys' entire material plane. He's like, it's so small.
Well, you get to see a lot more of the. And then he gestures in a vague sphere everything, and we're, and then he holds two fingers as though a point in the middle. We're that. So, yes, it's tiny.
But uh,
It's all relative. You know that.
yeah, I guess years do that to you.
never left Escateria.
Yeah.
Have you really?
Well,
Never.
I technically haven't either, I guess. As far as my time on the material plane.
This is true.
Yeah, you're a real homebody, Professor.
I wouldn't say all that. Drift in the emptiness of space as long as you see and I have. And you forget what home looks like, honestly.
And I give him a gentle tap on the shoulder. Come back, dude. You're not there anymore.
Space clowns.
Ugh.
So
Never
those
say
of
those
you
words
who
again.
are those of you who are from elsewhere on the continent or off continent, if you would like to put a dot on the map where your home is or
Not
was.
hard for me, because mine is a very, very specific location. It is right there. Whoops, that is way larger than I thought it would be. But yes, I am from the far forest, which is precisely there.
Oh. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes, that is the exact.
And he's like, do you say that in character, pointed out and everything?
Yes.
He's like fascinated. He's like, well, that's not far. Have you ever been farther?
Well, I did, and I've talked to everybody else about this a little bit. I did do a brief, and then he sort of gestures. Whoa, I need that tool to be far more precise. Don't snap at all, please. I did a brief, sort of, trek down the Sword
Can't
Coast.
put it where I want it.
If you drag it and then hold Alt when you release it, it won't snap anywhere.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I did a brief, and character in this moment would not recall exactly where it started, so he just sort of vaguely gestures like this. A brief stint down the Sword Coast before I got into a better relationship with my other half, where there's lots of time that I'm missing, which is where the Foggy name comes from. Maya have made a joke and it stuck, and it works. But I made a whole path down that way, moving through the world. And I don't remember exactly where it started or where it stopped, because again, there's a lot of time that's missing. And then I got thrown onto a tiny island. And he shrugs and taps his finger on Dybrook.
Right. Oh, there's so many questions. Do any of you know decent amounts about this world, then, and its places? I have so many questions.
I supposed if you asked specific questions about certain places on the Sword Coast, I would know a little.
On the
And if
sword.
you ask basically anything about the Far Forest, I'm kind of an expert, but... And then he shrugs.
Well, let's see. And he like closes his eyes and waves his hand a couple times over and points and lands on Thay. And he's like, "What about this place?"
If you would ping so that I could see that.
Thay is right here.
And he stares at it for a moment. Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Before I went on my stint
Might-
down the Far Forest, I hadn't been very far out.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
think
This one,
Nebby's
Nebby?
ears. Yeah, I think Nebby's ears would have
Oh.
worked just a little, because that's not far from the Great Dale, which is about where she comes from.
Would you have more knowledge as he sees the interest?
It's not far from my home.
Do you know anything about it? I just want general knowledge. I'm always looking for more.
Can I do a history check? Because off the top of my head, player knows nothing.
Yes, I think a history check is called for.
That's a 10.
Red Wizards. That's all you know.
I mean, I'm in a red robe. Does that make me a red wizard? I'm confused.
Sorry. What's happening?
Aste waved his hand over the map a couple times to poke a random place to get information about, because he's curious about everywhere on the material plane, and he poked Thay.
Okay.
Player knows what they're doing. Aste's just asking information. And they're like, red wizards. And I'm like, well, I'm wearing a red robe. Does that make me a red wizard?
And is that bad?
Oh, he doesn't ask that. He doesn't know that. Wizards are bad.
Does I mean technically Dusk is looking this map up and down. He's like, I don't see Throwold anywhere. Did I tell you guys where Throwold was?
You said
Yeah.
it was in the spine of the world, but that seems like a big mountain range.
Yeah, but it's narrowed it down, I suppose.
I don't think we should be going anywhere near anyone's hometown while there's a demon queen trying to kill us.
Oh, 100%. Right.
Yeah.
I would have to agree.
But do we have any clue where Tamatu is currently, or is he trying to give us a hint where he is?
Yeah, the only
I
reason
think
he would
that's
talk that
what.
weird is
Yeah, I think that's what Oste was getting at, wasn't
yeah,
he? Didn't he?
yeah. He's
So,
yeah.
well, there seemed to be no shortage of bodies of water on this map.
You're telling me there's so
And
much
he said,
water.
yeah, and he said something about a dagger,
Something
which
at the tip of a dagger.
But what's crazy to me is there's no shallow water here. It's all big water.
it's all big.
Assuming that we're that little dot
It's
there.
big water. It's
But,
big water.
but then that would mean that they have to be on continent, yes?
Well, yeah. I mean, that would make sense.
Would make the most sense, I think.
You can't walk across the ocean or the
Well,
sea.
you've never tried
so,
then.
truth be told, no. I think I might have a spell for that. Maybe I don't know if I have access to it yet, but
Now you're getting it.
yeah, with the
It
It
would-
would
right.
be a long ass walk.
It would take a long time, but you could do it, I think.
Right,
Just to prove it
of
to
course.
nobody, I'd say, but hey, I've done stupider things to pass the time.
But typically, if you're talking about crossing a body of water where it's shallow enough, I feel like that means you're fording a river and hoping your oxen don't die.
Yes,
Sorry, that's a
that makes more sense to me.
deep cut.
But
Um,
I mean, even the land masses have masses of water in them. What are you guys doing with this? Did you guys just poke holes in your land?
Well, we didn't build the
It doesn't look like anyone did.
yeah.
I'm surprised this isn't the plane of chaos itself, Limbo.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
little
Want to talk
chaotic.
about pandemonium?
Isn't Limbo the plane of chaos? I'm pretty sure Limbo's the plane of chaos. Hold
Limbo
on.
is the plane of elemental chaos, yes. Player says, confirming what
Thank you.
player thinks.
Chaotic neutral alignment. Yep. Pandemonium. What about
yeah, but you know,
that? Might be chaotic evil.
I don't remember what
so
pandemonium is.
well, I guess looking at this map versus the vague clue that we had, is there anything that would help us determine where we should be looking? Because I see a lot of dagger-shaped bodies here. You know, if I squint, any peninsula looks kind of like a dagger.
I'm sorry, I blanked. What are we what? One more time?
I'm assuming if the Tamatu was talking about something recognizable, that if we had a
There's a Sea of
map,
Swords and the Sword Coast.
ooh,
Got any
tip of the
daggers in
dagger,
there?
tip
Yeah,
of the dagger.
and this is the official moment where, because we are looking at a giant map that YouTube has been staring at me, zoom in and
Daggerfall?
stare and move and zoom in and stare. Do I know of any places that have the word dagger in the name?
Daggerfall?
Oh, we gotta zoom
Is
in.
there-
Daggerfall is a different place.
Is that
Daggerford. There's Daggerford.
Daggerford?
Daggerford. Oh,
It
fording
is-
a river.
It is
Dagger.
by a river.
You can ford the river
wait,
near a
wait.
dagger.
Eureka! What did he say? Last line. Cross her what?
Cross where the water is not deep.
Water deep.
Oh. Oh. At the tip of
Water
the
deep Daggerford.
dagger.
Our deep forest. Somewhere in that area.
Where the water is not deep, so
He was trying to
Not
say
water
water
deep?
deep.
But yeah.
Well, maybe not water deep, but he said something. You said something about a dagger. What did he say with the dagger? Give me the context there again.
The tip of a dagger, I kneel and beg for forgiveness.
So something about yes, he's at the end of the lizard marsh. There you go.
So he is at the
Or-
very least somewhere in
He's
that
n-
area. Either
Well,
either
if
I was
start
gonna
at
say,
Daggerford
next-
and cross the river into the Ardeep Forest, or he's in the
Yes.
Lizard Marsh / Daggerford.
or the
itself.
waters
Now-
are deep, aren't deep. Are
Now-
deep,
Are
aren't
not.
deep?
Now,
I
here's
know,
my
I
question
was
to
looking
each of
at the
you.
our deep forest.
Where
It's
is
like,
not
oh, that
deep?
sounds like art deep.
Here's my
Anyway.
question to all of you. Does this area have significance to any of you? Foggy, I know you've said you've been here.
Yeah. I
Do you
suppose
have
this is the moment.
significance with this place?
Yeah, this is the moment I would ask Mama. In my time carving a swath, as he's repeatedly called it, down the Sword Coast, did I ever spend time near Waterdeep or Daggerford?
I believe we decided that your swath across the continent went from your home in a curved angle toward the Sword Coast. Down toward the Sword Coast. So the far forest is just off the screen here.
Right.
So if you were to make a curved line from the far forest to say the word coast in the sea, opposite
Something like
direction
that.
of a curve. Opposite direction of a curve.
Something
You
like that.
might have you might have departed Waterdeep, or you might have curved down toward Baldur's Gate.
Which I now need to let go so that I can see.
If you would like to
Oh, I
roll
see.
your D4 and decide whether
Yeah.
that curve went to Waterdeep or through Baldur's Gate, I will let you decide which is odd and which is even. Because you definitely left this continent on a big ship.
Yes. Let's call it odd is south because it has an odd number of letters. So odd is south,
Okay.
north is even. 3. So I went south.
So you would have done your memory losing moments through probably like the Shining Falls and possibly the Serpent Hills and out toward the Troll Hills and then down and out off continent by way of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, like that. That looks good to me.
Okay. I'm going to leave this on screen for future me just for a moment so that I can snip this when I get to YouTube and have an actual rough-ish path. There you go, future me. At the 1 minute and 22 mark. 1 minute and 22? 1 hour and 22 minutes mark as a hiccup tries to kill me. I can then
Get
snip
your
that and
shit
get that
together, boy.
I'm working on it. So yeah,
So then the
with
answer
that,
from Foggy would be no, that's not the
no,
path that
that's
my
not the path I ended up taking.
history went.
Upsetting. Well, I'm still
Quite unfortunately.
convinced that that's where my hints are leading me, and I can't say that my intuition leads me wrong when I'm this sure most of the time. He said
Yeah,
water
that
deep and dagger. It has to be
he
somewhere
said
in
the
that
word
area.
water, the word deep, and the word dagger. Yeah,
I can't see it being anything else.
he's somewhere in that area.
And when you wade across a body of water, you're fording something.
Especially if you're crossing where it is shallow, it is called fording. Like the definition of the word ford is to
Yeah.
cross the water where it is shallow.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is,
Oh,
yeah,
Well, it
Okay.
sounds like we're making for Daggerford.
sounds like it to me.
Okay. Where does that put
Which
us relative to what Ikoria wanted to do so that we have a separate reason for leaving this continent?
If you zoom back out,
More inland.
this is where Akori is trying to get you to go over here. I think, or maybe it's down here. I'd have to zoom in again. It's down here.
Near Raven's Bluff.
Yeah. I think she actually named Raven's Bluff
Okay.
as the place you needed to go.
So other side of that continent, but
Yeah.
we have a good reason to leave this continent at least. Okay, what's our methods of movement? We could do a boat.
There was talk of there's a boat, although that'll take time.
That will take way too long when
There
Ikoria's thing
was,
had like a time limit on it.
yeah, talk of Wart Hurl, but when we called him, he was drunk, and now it's super late at night. It could be a first thing in the morning call to him.
Yeah, that sounds like an idea to me. Oh no. The chain that comes out of the bottom of my fidget toy just snapped.
Did someone say word her?
No.
In
Well,
the
yes,
But he
morning,
but
did
in the
Dusty.
mention
morning.
poor Mr. Warthurl.
Oh,
In the
I
morning,
love any
Dusty.
reason
Any
to
reason to
bless that
torment the poor
man with my
bastard?
voice. You know, he's never going to live a single week without hearing my voice. I think
Well,
we'll see.
I
Well, maybe
think you're
when
a
we're not
pleasant
on the
person to
continent.
talk to. I think he would disagree.
He'll learn to like it. I'm an acquired taste, perhaps, for his likes. Them educated types. Isn't
Wonder how
that right,
many of these.
Professor?
I wonder how many of these land masses we're going to explore by the end.
Sorry, Dusk just said something about educated types and then said what to Aste?
And went right over Professor's head. Like, oh, yeah.
He wasn't even paying attention. He's just like looking at the map, like,
Like
"Hmm."
just completely geeking out over a map, and I'm just like, yes, of course.
It's interesting how the different areas have. You can see the different cultures in their names. Some of the names of these places have apostrophes in their names. Some have completely different naming schedules, like this Mazteca place. Completely different than, say, the Dale Lands, where they have to put the in it. And then, man,
Yeah.
definitely a lot of varied cultures. You don't see that on any other plane.
Yeah. Prime material's a mix of a bunch of different types of peoples and beliefs and
I
ideals
guess
and
that's. I guess that's what you get when every other plane of existence makes a pact not to get involved. Oh, what a fragile pact it is, and I think we're just about at the end of it. That's my
yeah.
worry. Because if demons get involved, well, then I think I know what happens next. Are you all drawing the lines here where I am?
I think part of me is trying specifically not to draw that line just so that I don't go mad.
Well, for those who are less astute, if demons get involved, it's likely the angels are
Angels are going to
too.
get involved, yeah.
And if the angels get involved, then the devils are probably going to get involved. And if the devils get involved and the demons are there, then they start a blood war, and the angels are trying to call them both. Then Valhalla's probably going to get involved. I think Valhalla's in this. I'm pretty sure Valhalla still exists in 5e, right?
I do believe
Don't
it's
know.
one of the. I do believe it's
Okay.
one of the
I
things
think
in the Great
Asgard.
Wheel.
I think Asgard's like lawful good, right? Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I don't
Is
know if
And
that
it's part of
pulling
the
up the Great Wheel of
cosmology.
Cosmology again?
I'm
I
pretty
don't think
sure.
I don't think Valhalla is one of the cosmology.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure the
Mm.
Greek and Norse are both in it. I don't know where the Greeks sit though.
Well, we do not have Valhalla, but we do have Asgard. But it's pronounced
Asgard, yeah.
Isgard.
Isgard, yes.
Yes.
And if Isgard gets involved, then everybody gets drunk. And that's not. Oh boy. I don't want to deal with drunk demons. That's not a good time. Basically, if the pact breaks down, you guys can kiss the material goodbye as you know it.
Yeah,
So
the
let's
whole
try
thing's
and nip
gonna
this in the bud as
collapse
much as
like a house of
possible
cards.
for a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Let's do our best. Daggerford. If only we had teleportation, but we don't, so what are we doing?
We could
Well,
Well,
maybe
you
potentially
if we
can't.
get
batterize
teleportation from
really
Warthurl is the
nicely,
point.
I could really butter up Mr. Warthurl. I could really just say, hey, we'll be out of your hair for a while if you let us use your fancy teleportation circle.
I
Which
don't think we. As much as I'm sorry for cutting you off, and he probably would cut you off in character a little bit here. He's like, sorry to make this sound urgent, but we can't leave it up to him. You tell him this is a matter of the material plane existing or not. He needs to teleport us to Daggerford.
Ooh, that does sound more convincing.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're telling me that I can be a bit more
You have the gravity of the
candid with
situation.
Mr. Warthurl, I absolutely accept this challenge.
Yeah.
He needs to be kept on his toes.
Oh, thank you, Mama. I pulled up that image about 3 minutes ago.
That's the one I've been using.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love the cosmology.
it's got
I've done so much
Asgard over
study.
in the I believe that's the
Oh,
lawful
it has
evil side.
Easegard, yes.
I have always loved everything about the planar cosmology. I have studied like every single one of these. I don't know what Bitopia is, but I know a whole lot about Mechanus. I know a lot about the Hells. I know a lot about Hades. Did you know Hades has a wall of people?
No.
No,
Hey,
I
Sounds
did
Yeah, if
Dad.
your
not
soul,
know that.
yeah, if your soul goes to Hades, you get to become part of the wall forever. It's fun. The
All
abyss
right.
has it. Yeah, the abyss
Great.
has literally infinite layers. Limbo has so the native humanoid race from Limbo has RGB color eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you ever seen like a razor mouse or something with like rainbow? Their eyes do that. It's really cool.
Hell yeah.
I love
Anyway.
it.
Well,
Yeah,
if we ever
so
go off the material plane, we're putting Oste in charge.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so it appears that you all have discerned where you think you want to go next.
yeah, we need to either end up at
You have a
Daggerford
plan to
or
harass
Raven's
Mr.
Bluff.
Warthurl in the morning.
Yep.
You're going to go
I
pick
mean, if
up
I
some
have to wait
shit
that long,
at
sure.
the Audreys in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you said that you didn't want to sleep inside your house today. So where are you sleeping?
Basically traipsing off into the nearest woods as far as it takes until we can't see the homestead anymore. Whichever direction, I think east works pretty well. I think east goes into the
Yeah.
woods deeper, or at least has the most trees. Well, I mean, relatively speaking.
So, I
But
mean,
knowing this is not quite to scale and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is the general direction of the um, ruins that you guys explored on the request of Mr. Warthurl ever so long ago, way out here on the eastern edge of the map. That is the trade road near there. So if you're planning on getting out of Dodge, you could cut through the woods, you know, wide and find yourselves joining the trade road in that general vicinity.
Well, we still have to go to Dybrook first in the morning, so we can't
Oh,
go
that's
too
true.
far.
Right.
So unless there's like
zipping out of sight of
so
anyone
unless there's
that
like a
might be
little
watching
place we
us.
can camp out halfway between Dybrook and the homestead where nothing can be seen that would identify where we are, nothing within eyesight, nothing within, line of sight.
And you could go camp in the woods north of the Stumble Pump's house, which is closer to, depending on, I guess it's closer to the Audreys than your house is actually, technically. Technically,
Yeah,
somewhere in
mean,
that general vicinity versus it's about the same distance.
yeah, yeah. Anywhere, but
Could do even. It's about the same. Okay, whatever.
I think we know the area well enough now that we know that we could probably find a place that's not terribly obvious.
Oh yeah, you could camp out on the burnt out remains of Eloise' house.
Yeah, that would be
Langthorny.
yes, I suppose.
Um, I want to ask those who know the scry kind of thing. Like, can they truly see that much around you?
When scrying magic is used?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the stereotypical wizard looking through a crystal ball? And you like can see the image on the other side? Have you ever seen like a written picture of that, or has anyone ever shown you that sort of thing?
Nope.
Okay, how do I explain this then? So you know how you can
Just hold up your hands, Aste. Hold up your hands about the size of a crystal ball.
Yeah, and he'll like show the size of a crystal ball,
And
and he
then
says, "So this
put
is the
your
size."
fingertip and your thumb about 1.5 inches apart in the middle of the crystal ball
Uh-huh.
and go, this is how much of a person I could see, and this is how much around them I could see.
Yeah, and it's like looking through glass, out to where they are. You are literally creating a magical eyeball that sees for you.
Sorry, I missed that last little bit that you said.
It creates a magical eyeball that sees for you, basically. I
All right.
believe scrying also allows you to
So
hear.
can
So
we
you
put
also,
this in plain English for tired people?
Yeah, so hold your hands up
Exactly how
as if,
much can they see?
yeah, if you hold your hands out like you're cupping a volleyball,
Yeah.
and on the surface of that volleyball, put a person from the waist up about 2 inches tall in the middle of that volleyball. Whatever you could see around that person as if you were looking through a window, that shape and size, that's what you could see. But your
and
focus
here.
is either on the person or the place. So if your focus is on the place, then you would see anything in that sphere. But if your focus is on a person, if you're scrying on a person, then you could only see what you would see if you were looking at the person and what's in the background to them.
But wouldn't I, like this is me just being me.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the person be the thing that is in focus? Everything else is going to be a little fuzzy.
You can target,
Exactly.
so you can target a place or a person with scry.
But I
Or if
thought
you
you could only
targeted a
do one
person,
thing at a time.
You
right.
can only choose one, but you can choose either.
Yeah, so if you've targeted a person, then that person is relatively crystal clear in your vision, and everything around them within 10 to 15 feet of them is
Yeah. So, and that's kind of
visible.
where
Yeah, it's
we're,
visible, but it's kind of like looking through water. It's, it gets blurrier the further away from the
yeah.
person.
And I think that's what Nebby's a little confused as to why we're so concerned about, truly being like, I can understand not being in the house where nothing is like scryable, but
It's about
like, why
it's about the
can't
go ahead, go ahead.
why can't we literally just cross the street or go like here?
So that what's in the background image doesn't look like your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
we're
mean, if you're
terrified.
out
just
in the woods, the likelihood that
part of it is,
something in the woods is recognizable is pretty
yeah.
limited.
I mean, part of this is how much does Dusk understand the scry spell versus, but if someone explains to him
This
that,
does have the scry spell,
do I?
so he would understand how it works.
I don't think I've ever used
Clerics
it.
have scry, don't we?
Yes.
What?
You tried it
You
once
are a
and it
high
didn't
enough
work.
level.
Oh yeah, I tried it once and
Ah,
didn't work. Well, that's useless.
clerics. They get magic and don't
I
know how
think
to
it was
use
a
it.
pretty recent addition to your spells, right? It's a high enough level that you just recently got access to it.
It's a 5th level spell.
Oh,
Scroll down.
He tried it on the road before we got back to Dybrook. He tried to scry on the red dragon, but it didn't work.
yeah.
No. Can filter by level, I think.
He sees the eyeball
it's
orb all the time. He should
Yeah.
know basically how it works. He's not smart, but he's wise.
Um, and I would say, you are looking at this or thinking about this through the lens of a spellcaster, a mage, as Aste would say.
Arcanist, if you will.
That is the frame of reference that you are all currently considering. Is
Well,
that the frame of reference Nebby is considering in this moment?
He is considering it from the reference of owl.
Of an owl who doesn't know nothing about no magics.
Well, I have my magics, but my magics are
Yeah.
druid-y magics.
Yeah.
It's
Yours are all natural stuff, not like
yeah.
glyphs
The
and,
plants.
you know, yeah.
ugh. Well, I guess the dusk would be like, well, are we comfortable staying at the homestead then? If we're, I mean, I think part of it, or at least just putting ourselves a little further away from it, or not necessarily out of sight, but just if someone were to home in on our location and send another incursion of demons our way,
Yeah.
like they did last time, I mean, I don't know.
Just in the tree line, just out of line of sight, would make me feel better.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
We might actually want to keep watch tonight, though, instead of our normal sleeping peacefully.
Oh, I need some practice trancing anyway.
How's that going, anyways? Are you
I-
getting used to it?
I just want to clarify for Nebby. The whole scrying thing.
Mhm.
You could assume that someone from, say, water deep would be familiar enough with the local terrain, towns, roads, and rivers that if they saw something in the background, they might be able to assess in general where you are in the area surrounding Waterdeep,
Okay.
but only if you're from that area or have been living or hanging out in that area. But if someone like Dusk, who maybe not Dusk, Aste, who's never been to Waterdeep, were to scry on
Yeah, they
someone
wouldn't have a clue.
in Waterdeep, they wouldn't have any clue that that was Waterdeep because they'd never seen Waterdeep. They wouldn't recognize, oh, those kinds of trees grow north of Waterdeep. There would be no frame of reference.
No, I got that. It was more of I just wanted to make sure, just like because I've never really thought about the true
Yeah.
scope.
Yeah. So stuff that you could see in the background, you can make judgments based on visible things that you can see that you might be familiar with yourself.
Okay.
But that all is hinged upon the assumption that the person doing the scrying is
Is familiar.
casting the spell scry.
Yeah. There is every chance that she is finding us through other means. And
Okay.
none of this matters. But
Sorry,
shrug.
just wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
Nope, that's fine.
Appreciate it.
Anyway, so
So camping in the woods, browsing a map, discovering, oh look, there's a place called Daggerford. Anything else before sleeping in the dome?
Snaps will do the dishes, and then, as we're like packing and getting ready to go, she'll kind of slip over to Mayev's room.
And bum 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 bum. Thank you. Computer, get your shit together, please. It stays blurry for far longer than I'm comfortable with. Anyway, Maiev is kind of sitting on. Actually, no, she's pacing at the foot of her bed, making it seem like she's packing things. She's literally just pacing back and forth. Hey, I want to try a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, so like when you and Dusk talk to your goddesses, there's like, and she's like, get down on the floor. She's like, sometimes you sit like this, and there's all the stuff that you put out. Um, I don't know what to put out to try to talk to Smiley.
Okay. Um. hmm. What does Smiley like? Smiley likes. Well, a lot of it's just window dressing. A lot of it's storytelling, and sometimes we have something to offer. Um. Um. Smiley likes jokes and fun. Y- you can try to maybe just sit and pray and talk to her, or you could try maybe offering something. I don't have any dragon icons.
Uh, let's see.
And then Snaps is looking at Maya's tattoos. Have you tattooed any like dragon on you? Any smiley? Any dragon silhouette?
I have Rasa on my leg.
Maybe think about that.
Maybe look at your crossbow.
Shit, you have a crossbow.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the thing. Maybe I'll try in Ross's room. And she runs and you're more than welcome to follow her.
Yes, we'll
Um,
follow.
and she runs over to Ross's room and she's gonna pick up the wand of secrets that she put on Ross's side table or dresser, um, and just kind of set it down in front of her, and then she's gonna put the dragon wing crossbow to the other side of her, and then stick her one leg out in front of her so that she can look at Rasa.
I mean, there you go. You've got the champion of Hasteridian right there.
And then whatever whatever you need me to roll to try
I don't know
to
if I can help or guide or something.
We're gonna have a third cleric before we know it.
I'm definitely gonna use one of my spell slots somehow for some reason. Um because I have 2 first level spell slots, I'm gonna push that button. Um,
I'll be right back.
and I'm going to try to relay the message to Smiley that I would like for her to make sure that Rasa does not think that I am mad at her for going and doing important things, because important things are very important. And I know I might have sounded a little mad when she walked backward into the thing, but it was supposed to be a joke and it was supposed to be funny, and I'm very proud of her and I'm not mad at all.
Snaps is lighting a little incense.
I think we did an Arcana check.
I want to see something. Give me just 1 second.
No, I didn't mean to push that, but I got a natural 20.
Your cleric spells are based on wisdom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just do wisdom and add Snaps +5 for assisting you by lighting incense and bringing the essence of magic and cleric godly connection to the moment.
Okay, so I cannot have the natural 20 Arcana check that I got by accident. So instead,
Because it wouldn't be an Arcana check, it would definitely be a wisdom roll. But I think maybe we could keep the natural 20 and just add her 5 to give you a 25.
that would be super duper cool.
I'm gonna say that the spell commune is a ritual that takes some time to cast. And if you were a skilled and connected cleric, you would be able to ask up to 3 questions and get a yes or no answer.
Right, right.
So I think because you are not those things,
At
but
all.
you did roll a 25 essentially, I think that you could have 1 yes or no question. So I'm going to say something happens while you're talking, while you're staring at that image of Rasa on your leg, and you've got a hand resting on that dragon shaped crossbow, and you feel Snap's presence and you smell the incense. Your nervous prattle that the words are streaming out of you nervously
Yep.
will settle and you will feel more calm by the time you stop talking. So, what is the last thing you say? What is the question at the end of your rant?
I think the only thing that comes out as a true question is will you tell her? And she's the rambling is heavy on I'm not mad at her at all and I'm very very proud of her and what I know that what she's doing is incredibly important and it was supposed to be a joke and will you tell her?
Sarah?
Yep.
Smiley is able to respond essentially with a yes or no. Which is it?
Yeah.
So you will get back a jovial sound, almost giggling that ends with almost a hum, like how a mom would hum when she kisses you on top of the head. And you
And I
could
think
interpret that as a yes, I will make sure Rasa knows you are proud.
I love that. I think Maya would know that sound innately. And she's just gonna like smile ear to ear and just cry for a second and then get up and hug Snaps.
Snaps will hug her back.
So Rasa knows that Maiev is proud. Of all the questions you could have asked a goddess, you asked if she would tell Rasa to be proud.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? The little things are important, okay?
Okay. And at least you asked the goddess about something you knew the goddess could would know
Yes.
about. Okay. So that happens, and then I'm assuming then that everybody's gonna hike off to wherever it is that Dusk is putting up the dome.
I'm good with that.
Sorry, the chat just got me.
Anybody else have anything else to do before it is so late at night you all fall asleep? Or trance?
Are we keeping watch?
Yes.
Yeah, because
So there are now how many of you that trance instead of sleep?
I believe it's
I think it's
just three of
3.
us.
Three.
Half. Yeah, it's only half the group, you know.
Yeah. So you could easily pair up so that at any point, 2 of the 3 trancers are alert and actually on watch, right? So the
Yes.
first 4 hours, Aste's in a trance and Snaps and Foggy are watching. And then the second 4 hours, Foggy's in a trance and with Snaps, and Aste would be alert. Because you only need 8 hours of sleep.
You're
Yes.
So there you go. Watches are happening. You're in the woods. Not too terribly far from town because you do want to stop by the Audreys in the morning. Right.
anyone?
Probably not a bad idea to Snaps is thinking to load up on some rations if we're going to be kind of sticking to wilder areas.
Yeah. And did everyone get see anything that was in their DMs before we started our session today? Because I think I sent most of you some kind of a little blurb or something for the portion of the session that's just ending.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure everybody saw everything that I was offering or suggesting. And
Yep.
the sun will rise upon a falling dome.
Oh,
There is dew on the leaves and the grasses around you. The birds are chirping. The crickets are no longer chirping because the sun is coming up. There's a butterfly fluttering by, and it feels very calm in the woods. Very normal.
It's a new morning, right?
Yep.
I need to roll something.
All right.
It's an even.
Cause
Okay, so we're adding stuff. Okay.
you're helping.
So I think Nebby would be full of questions this morning because she really has not done much in this area of the world. She heard a whole lot of names last night that she does not know who or what they are or where they are located. So she would be that constant, like, toddler-esque. So wait, where are we going? And how far away is it?
Audrey's not far.
And after that?
Worth Earl.
Is
Kind
she
of far.
Worth her. Well, I mean, we should probably announce ourselves to Worth Earl. Going all the
yes.
way to where he is it's a bit of a. It's not terribly far, but it's a bit of a walk. I mean, maybe we could commission a boat.
I don't mind the walking so much, but a little. And
Well, I got plenty of perches attached to me head.
well, I still don't know everybody or their jobs.
Yes.
But what do the boys do all day?
Oh, Bernard and him, and the other one.
Cause don't kids typically do better if they're given jobs to do? Like I seen the animals.
Right.
Do you guys have like a cart? Could the boys drive us? You can give them a job, make them feel.
I don't know if driving yet is if they're old enough to hand over wine drinker and Jezebel to those boys, quite to drive them, to drive a cart. Maybe soon. I like how you're thinking though. But I can, yeah, we can take a. I didn't quite think of this, but yes, when it comes time to longer travels, we do take the cart. We don't walk. But on the other hand, if we're going on this trip for a longer time,
I wouldn't ask anybody to, abandon their homes or anything like that. It's just
I know
you guys seem to do a lot of walking.
a lot of wandering, you might say.
Yes, lots of wandering. And there's sometimes there's just got to be a better way.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, if there's a boat headed to South End from Dybrook anytime soon, we could probably hitch a ride there.
How long will that take?
Probably a lot faster than a horse-drawn cart.
Well, I'd imagine over water. Thank you.
Winds
But-
provided.
Almost assuredly less than a day, correct, Pam? If we hitch a boat
Oh.
from here to Salton Landing, at most a day and a half.
Boat.
Yeah, we immediately ask you probably the one question you weren't ready for, huh?
No, I'm good. 75
okay.
gold pieces per day per person, 2 miles per hour. Salt End to Dybrook, 18 hours by ship. It would land you 25 miles away from Dybrook because the small sailing ships can't get up the river. So you'd get dropped or pick up a ship. Like you could get on a little skiff in Dybrook and putter your asses out on a skiff to the get back on the map. So no, wrong map. Hold on. So you could get on a skiff here and travel from there to here to get on a larger ship, and then 18 hours from there to Salt End Landing. But that's under the assumption that there is a skiff waiting to go to a ship waiting to be loaded on this particular day.
If you guys are worried about the boys being too young, what about Sweet Samity? She seemed like she was looking for things to do. Maybe she could be a mentor to the boys and teach them how to do that. So that way when they are older, they're ready.
To drive the cart?
Sure.
I don't know if Samity can drive a cart, let alone teach someone how to drive a cart. But again, I like how you're thinking. I think they're currently taking care of all the day-to-day stuff around the homestead. They're not bored.
Something tells me that there are labor laws against this.
Samity is a grown woman. She was married.
No, but I'm talking about with the kids.
Oh,
Child
well,
labor
the
laws.
kids are 16 and 17.
Oh, well, that's less bad, I guess.
And their parents let them stay behind.
I mean, we could, I suppose. Well, I mean, if we can't get a boat to a bigger boat to somewhere we gotta go, horse-drawn cart will save time, but we gotta have someone bring everything back. So, either
if the
someone in
boys are
town that we
driving-
trust could drive us or ride with us and drive back, or I don't know. We have to stable Wine Drinker and Jezebel and Salt End for the foreseeable future. That's the other option, I suppose.
What about Kristoff?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He handles beasts of burden for Magda every day.
Right. Okay. Well, why don't we pay him a visit while we're in town to get me doodad, and then we'll hire him to be our return driver for the two horses and cart, so that we don't leave him in Salt End for who knows how long. And anyone else who maybe can accompany him for, whatever, safety reasons.
Okay. I just thought that the boys seemed to be.
Well, maybe Christoph can teach them. Maybe Christoph is, if he's able to do that, he could teach them.
It's just a suggestion, because like I said, I don't know everybody here, and I don't know their roles, and I don't know what, but boys typically need something to do in order to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I would want them.
I think my Ev is just gonna kind of like rub her temples and fiddle with a feather.
Yeah, they get downright feral. So maybe we'll have the cart can hopefully hold 3 more people. Held Samity with us. You don't take up any room. You take up less room than Rasa did. So yeah, no, maybe we could get the boys and Christoph to escort us to that place, and then they can ride back.
I would definitely make your trip to Salt End Landing take less time. If you
Yeah, no,
don't
right,
get a
and
boat.
yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So that
right.
would mean that 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. It would only be 3 days instead of 4.
Take it. And we'll be building skills.
And that conversation happened over breakfast as the dome went down?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Great. What's next?
We go fetch the boys or Samity or whoever, and just say, "Hey, who wants to learn how to drive a cart?" I'll get Wine Drinker and Jezebel. Let's go. Let's go. If everyone else wants to go into town, Dusk will help get all that set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and talk to the. Or did we already? Sorry, player is having ADHD and realizing he's had moments of being out during parts of that conversation. Did any of our morning stuff yet involve sendings?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yet.
Okay, I
Yet.
thought so. Yeah. Foggy will offer to go and speak to the warrior women and prep them for a potential
Sounds good.
bullshit.
We can divide and conquer tasks here.
Yeah, spend as
Always
little
a good
time as
idea.
possible out and about.
So we're swinging by the
Good
unicorn
party.
and toad. Somebody is swinging by the unicorn and toad to catch Magda and Kristoff in the morning.
Yes, probably Dusk would probably do that, but would stop by the Audrey's first, since that's kind of along the way ish. Uh, so he would stop by, grab his doodad, and then head over to the Unicorn and Toad.
Okay. And I'm going to say that Magda would be concerned, but if Artelis agrees to leave Magda's cart out front for 6 days, then Kristoff would be permitted to take the beasts of burden home, get them set up in their barn and prepared for the night. And Artelis would make a room for Magda at the Unicorn and Toad so that she didn't have to walk to and from every day.
We'll cover all expenses. You're all doing us a favor. So, right.
Cool.
So,
So
Dusk
yeah,
might
maybe
throw like a bag of silver at Artelis, like to cover room and board and, you know, the map. And I forget if we paid for you for the map or not, but, you know.
no, the map was a gift, but you could yeah, I'll take it. Give it over.
Here's a handful of silver. I don't know what's.
Magda,
It's
you'll
gonna
be
be.
eating like a queen for 6 days. Magda's just so pleased that she's going to get to be on vacation.
Enjoy yourself. Whoa. Jeez, we have like crash bang boom in the background.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll throw like, I don't know, what, 20 silver? I don't know.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Enjoy yourself, Magda. On the house. On the Fates Wanderers tab here. Wanderers
That's
Fate.
lovely. Lovely. And Kristoff gets to get out. That's nice. Kitzel
Yeah, we
won't
get to see a
mind,
bit
will
of the
she?
world here.
I don't think Kitzel will mind. She won't miss him too bad.
Yeah, he'll get to see the big city for a bit, yeah, and share some of his skills with these boys.
Great.
Mentoring and the whatnot.
Love that. So, reconvening at the Unicorn and Toad, the boys and Foggy will arrive with the wine drinker and Jezebel in your little carriage. Samity will have loaded up the chest that's under the bench with all a myriad of uh, hard dried cheese and um, crusty bread, and have given the boys instructions about care and management of the cheese during transport so that it doesn't go all yuck. Um, so there's plenty of what you might need. Um, Foggy, when you collect the boys, I think that uh, it's possible that you might have some reservations about leaving Samity home alone based on your earlier comments and the conversation that happened in the war room.
Yeah.
What's he going to do about those feelings?
Oh, this sucks. I guess just drop a crap ton of money at the Peasley and buy them a room for however the hell long we're gone.
The unicorn and toad?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that Foggy would be a little uncomfortable leaving Samity home alone. So either he's going to leave one of the boys with her, or he's going to make Samity come into town and stay with Artelis.
Yeah.
So if your initial response to me is set her up with Artelis, then you all will see Foggy arrives with the carriage and the boys and Samity, who comes strolling in. Foggy says, I get to spend some days here with you, Artelis, ma'am. Can I help out in the kitchen? I could help by making cheese. And Artelis will be very pleased to have an extra pair of hands in the kitchen. So nobody has to worry about Samity. She's with Artelis. And
I'm actually
the
gonna
boys.
approach Artelis as well.
Okay.
I know she just offered to work in the kitchen, and you will probably say that that covers it. Is there a chance that if I throw money at you, you'll even consider accepting it, knowing that she's working for you?
As long as you wouldn't mind if it ended up in her pocket.
I would not.
Oh, okay. Here, whatever you give me, I will take half and put it in the till, and the other half will be her payment for her work.
Sure.
Okay.
And he starts counting out coins and is in total going to drop 200 gold on the counter.
Holy crap.
Did I really agree to this? No, wait, Foggy. That I didn't mean to agree to quite right. You're not going to let me backpedal at all, are you, son?
He takes a
Maya was
hand
just
and
gonna peek over and go, nope.
he takes a hand and chops the pile in half to 2 piles of 100, and then takes one of the 100 piles and chops it in half down to 50 and shoves 50 at her. That is the lowest I will go.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. Maybe Kitzel could have a bonus for the next holiday. We'll put a little bonus in her paycheck on the next holiday from you. How's that? That'll be good.
He nods.
Okay, we can. Yeah, I can make this work. And so she starts separating the coins and puts a small some number of the gold coins in a little pouch, in the drawer where they keep the money, and then the rest of it gets put in the drawer where the money normally goes, and then the 100 gold gets put into a pouch in the drawer on the other side. And you could tell she's like managing with pouches
Okay.
in this drawer.
Cool.
Payroll's over here, and
All right. Okay. You like get yourselves ready. I have another conversation I gotta go do, and then I go get ready to talk to the warrior women over by the flowers.
got it. So yeah, y'all are at the Unicorn and Toad, while Foggy takes a detour and runs up and across town to this general vicinity up here. And you'll find the woman who has always been your main contact with this group. I believe her name is Bethany.
That sounds roughly correct, but it's been so
Or is
long.
Bethany the mom of the theater goers, and this one's starts with an E. I can't remember. But you find that one lady
Yeah.
whose husband was the one that the blurry guy had met with in the bar, whose husband was a drunk.
Right. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, fine sir?
Not great. I come
But it's such a
bearing.
beautiful day.
Yeah, well, I come bearing garbage news.
I'm
You know me and my people. I'm just gonna roughly cut to it, because this is not gonna be a pleasant conversation for any of us. No one's dead before you get scared. You know my group. We deal with a lot of dangerous crap out in the world.
um yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
long story, as brief and as little scary as it can be. Um, in the same way that a dragon at one point attacked this town seemingly out of nowhere, that was because it looked upon us from a great distance and found something we cared about and attacked it. That's happening again. Only this time, we know it's happening and can be ready. So we're skipping town because we now know that there is a chance we are being watched. No, we know we are being watched and occasionally are going to be assailed by random assholes who just sort of appear. And we are hoping that we will be out of town before anybody sees us. And then he gestures vaguely away, a great distance away. Am I making sense?
Unfortunately, yes, sir. You are making sense.
Okay. I know y'all have your job here, and the keeping people safe as best you can is an ancillary part of that. Just keep your people ready, please.
I mean, yeah, we watch out for bandits and hobgoblins on the trade road, sir. This is dragons is a little outside our um you understand we're just a bunch of wives, right?
Yes, I know. It is an incredibly tall order that I ask of you, but it's not me asking you to go with me to fight a thing. It's that you lot are people who are at least more capable with a sword than the average person here. Um,
Yeah.
and it sort of is a thing you've taken upon yourselves, and I at least want you lot to be aware that there may be random threats again.
I appreciate the heads up.
I wish there was more I could do for you.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll talk to them. I'll spread the word.
Yeah. Wish that was a conversation I didn't have to have at all. And I turn and I walk away.
Keep yourselves safe. This town depends on you too.
I know.
She just yells at the back of your head.
Yeah. And to himself while continuing to walk away, having just burdened her with shit I didn't want to have to burden these people with again. To himself, it's simply the words I know. And then he keeps walking away.
Okay. Okie dokie. March your ass back past Rafterbray, get a good glimpse of that butt,
Yup.
and around the Burkholder rope works and back to the Unicorn and Toad.
I wish the conversation was that pleasant to have, Dusk. I just got a let's get down to business gif in the chat for you, YouTube. Here, we'll flash that real quick.
Let's get down to business to defeat demons.
Oh god, it even
Oh, that was
fits!
perfect.
No! Damn it.
So in the intervening time while Foggy's off talking to Dracot women, Snaps is having a little chat with Artelis about making sure that party is notified via sending stone if anything dangerous happens in town that you need to rush home
Snaps is
for.
also getting rations and stocking up on her herbalism kit, just getting us ready for the road.
And there's various little shops in town that you can acquire all of those things. And in the town of Dybrook, there is no markup from the player's handbook. So whatever rate the general supplies are in the player's handbook is what you would pay. Just so you know.
And Snaps will end up tipping as well, whoever she buys it from.
Because we know you guys like to throw money around.
Look, we're making sure Dybrook is set while we're gone.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hopping in a cart. I'm gonna say it's noon by the time you get all that shit handled. So you would, if you hop in the cart and get on the trade road and head south, you would find yourselves arriving on the trade road not too far from the Crooked Crow by, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night, 10, 11, noon to midnight. Around midnight, it would be a 12-hour blip to get there. But you could arrive just outside, within a mile or two of the Crooked Crow. Where's your token on this map? I don't even have a token for you guys on this map.
You
Do
should.
I?
Oh yeah,
the morning
it's upper
temple.
right by the morning temple.
Ah. Boink.
That's the last time we needed to use this map. Oh God.
Holding Alt before letting go is a new skill. I am loving it.
I thought I had said that a long time ago.
Mm. Okay, so 12 hours in a cart. Sending messages? What are we doing?
Oh, Werther!
No.
Yes, I will send one to Mr. Werther.
I'm listening.
I'm thinking, I'm trying to calibrate.
Gregory, ready to count?
Working
Okay.
on it. Get that out of there.
Okay. Dusk will start by saying, Werther, Dusk here. We need your help teleporting to Daggerford or closest place to it. Let's make it happen. What can we do for you?
Yeah.
Mountain Towns. Not updated.
So,
Sorry, looking for my here we go. I have a document that tells me what he can and cannot do for you. Okay. In a nutshell, one more time, what did you just ask of him? Can he get you to where? You said Daggerford?
Daggerford.
Or closest place where you're closest to it.
Okay. Dusk. Morning. Afternoon. Not familiar with Daggerford? Students can travel to. How many words I got left?
Assuming I've counted correctly, you've used 12.
Okay. Students can travel to Neverwinter,
To Neverwinter.
Waterdeep, Candlekeep, or Hallara. But it is limited to students.
That is exactly 25 with the phrase, but it is limited to students.
Yeah. If you pull out the map while you're riding along, I can tell you that you would find Hallara down here.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's farther afield than where you want to go. Dusk. First, I gotta hit the long rest button on my guy.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Whoa. Long rest rules. Oh, they changed the long rest thing.
What?
Apparently, it's only half hit
2024
dice. Yeah,
rules.
it's only half hit dice. Interesting. All right.
That's the 2014 rule.
Yes, I know. We're playing 2014 rules.
But we only get half our hit dice left?
Apparently, that's been a rule.
Funnily enough, I always thought it was you only get one hit dice per long rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Rest would reset everything.
Yeah, well, it does what it does. All right. He'll send another sending spell to follow that up. Wouldn't ask if this wasn't urgent. Will make a donation to the academy if that helps. We're fighting demons here, bro. Help us out, please.
That was precisely 25. I assume you're also counting yourself.
Yeah, I am. It's usually a question of, am I on my second set of hands or
Yeah.
first set of hands?
I've got
Needs
a
more
whole
hands.
Yeah, I've got a whole system of using both hands to type to ensure that I don't miss anything.
We're fighting demons here, bro. I love that. Donation. Interesting.
In parentheses, donate
Yeah.
as the air scare quotes.
Yeah.
Donation, wink, wink, nod, nod.
Tuition
Oh, Jesus.
is 2,600 gold pieces.
2,600 gold pieces.
Yeah.
We're all going to school, everybody.
Couriers are paid much less.
What?
I could hire you. Maybe.
This is easier anyway.
Dusk is just.
How many
6
words I got
burning.
left? How
Six
many?
Dusk
more.
is just burning through. It's like,
Just
okay,
one
hope we
word
don't.
left.
No.
It's like,
6.
I could 6.
words left.
Oh.
I could hire you maybe.
Yep.
How about Candlekeep?
Um. Um. Well, Dusk will look around at everybody. So he says, everybody, that teleportation is restricted to students and couriers. Tuition is 2,600 gold pieces. If we all want to go to school, it's going to be most of our savings, I presume. Or alternatively, he can hire us as couriers, but we'd be going to a place called Candlekeep, which just sounds all sorts of wonderful.
Can we pin?
DM.
What's that?
I said, hey, DM.
Yeah.
Yup.
Maiev, in the past, by use of Snap's antennae, had a sending with Little Bit.
Mm-hmm.
Does Candlekeep sound familiar?
I don't know if the name of the place that Little Bit was at was mentioned in your conversation.
If I may butt in on this line of questioning for a moment. YouTube, there is a campaign that did not get recorded, DM'd by Dusk here, that took place in and around the Candlekeep area and elsewhere, as a way of, or by way of loosely threading together a bunch of one-shots.
And nothing bad ever happened.
And nothing bad ever
Nothing
happened
bad
whatsoever.
ever happened.
None of it was terrible at all. And I
Had a
believe,
happy ending.
yeah, it did eventually have a happy ending, but it was nearly not a happy ending. And if I remember everything rightly, it is technically the same universe that we are in here, but in the past.
In the future.
So it's
Technically, the time
that
span.
campaign has finished,
Yes.
and it started sometime around the same time you guys started in Dybrook. So Maiev and Rasa arrived in Dybrook around the same time that Little Bit, who knew,
Arrived at Candlekeep.
yeah, around the same time that Little Bit arrived in Candlekeep and got to know her new group of friends.
And then went on to save the world.
And then went
Yeah,
on to save the world.
but
But
it took
the
a lot
duration of
longer.
that campaign was how long?
Probably a better part of a year, more than a year.
Yeah.
And then
So
11
this
months
would be,
time skip.
yeah. And right now we are only on day 65 of our current.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So that means that they are 6 weeks into that campaign. So
Which
probably only
means
on the second leg.
6
Second book?
weeks would probably put them into adventure 3 or 4.
Let's assume it's
So-
3. Where are they?
The Shadowfell,
They
I
are
think.
south. Adventure 3 took them to you can't quite see. It's in the mountains at the bottom of the map of that were on below Candlekeep there.
The Cloud Peak?
There was a pass that they went towards. I think they visited Baragost and then they went south from there along the road.
Yeah.
It's not visible. They were in the Cloud Peaks, sort of on the
Yeah.
foothills of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could
Well, then.
probably.
So they're not in Candlekeep at this point. They're off doing some stuff.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
minimum they're there. Or what was Adventure 4? Adventure 4 was.
I seem to remember being in
A deep and creeping darkness was number
A
4.
deep-
I
number
put the
4. So
sessions
they're
in the chat.
so at the earliest they're somewhere in the foothills of the Cloud Peaks, and they're otherwise they are kind of they're out in the Cloud Peaks again. I think I've put Vermilon and Mayrin kind of that way near Baragost, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to find if I have any map. It might have all been in the actual Roll20 that I drew these maps, but I'm looking. Oh, yeah, it was in somewhere, I think.
Yeah. Because I remember being in when I sold my armor.
Yeah, it was. I think.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't
They're
have it.
definitely
yes.
I
not
have.
in Candlekeep at this moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Right.
they're definitely not there.
The point of my question was, does Candlekeep sound familiar to Maya? Trying desperately to remember if Little Bit said she was at Candlekeep.
I think Little Bit would have just mentioned a big library. That
Big
we're working with
library.
some people
Okay.
at a big library.
Okay. In that case, Maya would not have any remark about the place of Candlekeep.
Okay, cool. So Dusk is explaining that tuition is $2,600 gold pieces. The Dusk has made the assumption that you must be a student to teleport.
Right, or
without the thought that maybe students are allowed to teleport with their families or guardians or entourage that protects them when they travel. So it's possible that you really only need one student in your group to be able to use the teleportation circles. It just hasn't occurred to Dusk yet.
so let's get let's get a sign for our cart here that says free candy, and we'll go find a student.
Ah,
Feel like
pay
there's a
their
crime
tuition.
associated. I feel like there's a crime
Boy.
associated with that behavior.
No, I mean, who
Has
doesn't
anyone
love free
told
candy?
Aste what we're talking about? Who this guy is? Does Aste have any idea?
Worth
I'm
her?
pretty sure, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
I'm
think
sure
so.
you and Werther would get along. You could probably run rings around him. I mean, he hired us a while ago, early on before we really started wandering, and he told us to go to this place. We passed kind of near it on our way. We might even see, the ruins from the road. I forget exactly how far off the road they were, but yeah, when we got there, he wanted like us to take some paper and do a rubbing over some glyphs and words that we couldn't understand or read or whatever. Uh, and when we got
surprising.
there, well, yeah, he wanted them for something, but when we got there, it kind of became apparent to us that this was an ancient temple devoted to some eldritch horror god thing. It's been a while.
We love the far realms. Okay.
Age
Maybe
before
far.
ages shit.
It was really spooky, and there were giant minotaur skeletons fighting us, but there was a spirit of somebody kind of stuck to that ruins that we spoke to, and kind of gave us a little bit of a I think of a feeling of the vibe of the place. And we figured it was a little too risky to just give Worth Earl what he wanted, not knowing his motives at the time. I mean, he's a cheeky enough fella. He might have, messed around with things he didn't understand. Uh, so you know, we did a little bit of a white lie, and uh, well, Foggy, with his skills, was able to basically erase these rubbings, or what we would have done the rubbings on, and we returned empty-handed. And we told him that we defeated some monsters, and well, what do you know?
Yeah.
Weren't nothing to do. So we may have already saved the world for all we know. But ever since then, I've been giving him a hard time remotely. Anytime we need something of intellectual value, we've bounced it off him. Before you came along, of course.
I just got deja vu, by the way.
Did you enjoy it?
Well, it was from those last two lines that he was talking about. I recognized in my head that if I went he would mention me, and so I did it, and he did, and I love that. I'm a psychic in real life. Sorry, anyways.
We love deja vu.
So, yeah. So that's Worth Earl in a nutshell. He's a weird fella. I've
But
caught him in some weird moments.
you,
He was really deep in his cups the other time I talked to him.
yeah. So I will say that the party has peppered this man with questions, and he has volunteered answers, partly out of fear of Dusk, and over time out of familiarity. That he's grown familiar with who Dusk is, that he's not a bad guy, and he didn't really mean to be as scary as he was during their first encounter. But I don't think Dusk has ever really asked for a breakdown of where this man comes from, what this academy or guild is. He just knows that it's somewhere off the shore of Salt and Landing.
Yeah, Dusk is not the most intellectually curious person when it comes to things like schools.
Yeah, so when the mention of tuition came up, maybe Dusk just didn't put two and two together about maybe Oste would be interested in more information about what that tuition might get someone of his ilk.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I've been thinking like this whole time. Like, if
Yeah.
anyone's gonna enroll in that, it probably should be me, right?
Yeah. I mean, Ward Hurl, during this whole exchange, I think that Dusk at some point would have referred to Mr. Warthurl as a wizard.
Interesting.
And he would
Right.
have used the word academy or guild in
Mm.
describing the guy.
And you said value like that's only for about 2,000 and a half gold?
2,600 gold pieces.
I think that might be worth it.
Having being wizardly herself, but growing up on the continent and having a little brother wizard figure, would Snaps know anything else about wart hurls and what they do?
You have a little brother who is a trained wizard or a wizardy guy at home?
He has figured out things basically on his own, but he wants to travel the world, and I don't know if maybe he would have learned about it from the other clans or
He's
talked
a
about
little,
it at
he's
all.
still just a little guy. He's never been anywhere.
He has not been
Gone
anywhere. He's
yeah.
only like 16.
Yeah, so it's very unlikely that anyone at the temple would be familiar with the Wart Hurl Academy
Okie dokie.
and the Wart Guild associated with the Wart Hurl Academy. It's something wizards on the road would maybe be familiar with. Definitely students at other guilds and academies in the 4 places I've just described would be familiar with the Work Guild and the academy associated with it, because there is connection between schools of study. But since he has never actually traveled and you don't have any other wizards at the temple, I don't think that there would be much familiarity with this group, with this situation. Snaps is pretty sheltered.
That's fair.
So somewhere between here and Salt End Landing, Aste's going to have to decide just how interested Aste is in finding out more about what that tuition might get him.
Well, I figure if anyone's going to do it, I should. And let me get up and check my funds real quick on my sheet. My character has. Yeah, I've got plenty. I have plenty of gold.
Yeah.
Like in total, I have over 6,000 to myself.
Yeah. So
So
you
like,
might decide to look into that when you get closer to where you're going.
absolutely.
Okay.
So I'll just cover that cost if everyone wants me to, and that says that to everyone. I can cover that cost. It has something in it for me too, so be something worthy to spend the gold on. I figure, hopefully.
And studying and on a library, in a library and with wizards on this plane of existence would be a whole new bucket of wax for you.
Actually,
Like
true.
this
The
is
amount of
big wide open doors
That
that
is
would
true.
be very appealing to you,
actually
being
true.
that new to the material plane. You might be curious about some shit.
True, true. And being from a different planet, I'd probably be the popular kid in class as well.
Hmm.
Whoa, you're from a different plane, bro.
Yeah. They might want a little more information from you to add to their library. You don't know.
Yeah, I
So,
could use that to lower my cost.
you don't know. Okay. So, it is 11:25 p.m. In Maryland. My question is, did we want to do what I have that would be at this point on the road, which probably will only take 20 minutes?
Uh,
I will leave this choice to everyone
yeah,
else.
we can. I was just going to follow up with the last sending spell real quick to
Yes,
tell
go,
him.
do. I'm ready.
Okay. Turns out one of our companions would like to enroll in your academy. I'm sure he will be a very good student. What now, man?
Please make your way to the Vinegal Islands. We are on Galbroof, I think it is, in particular. Um, request an audience with the dean's office, and an interview can take place.
All right. All right. We just got to get to the island where it is. Apparently, it's on an island. See, I don't even know these things. Apparently, uh, the Senegal Islands. The name of it went over my head, but it's begins with a G. But yeah, and then we'll
have
get you. I guess you have to ask for an interview with the dean of admissions or something, and that's where you do your thing and wow
Right.
them with your brain.
Right. Well, I suppose it's about a 50-50 then. They'll take me.
50-50.
Mm, yeah. Honestly, congregations of wizards can be a little pretentious.
No, I don't believe that for a second. I'm sure they're reasonable people.
They're reasonable until they get in their own heads.
Mm.
Like I said, it's part of the ego thing, right?
I don't know what that is, but I assume it is.
Uh, knowing magic makes people think they're better than others. I suffer from this myself. I will admit it.
Well, no one's perfect.
And then you get a whole bunch of them together, and it's like a denser version of that sort of pretentiousness, if that makes sense. And then they
Like
start hosting it against their own kind, other wizards. It's like, if you've ever heard the term gatekeeping,
gatekeeping. Gatekeeping. Like when you prevent people from entering a private space because they're not wanted.
or from the views of those inside, yeah, basically.
Right.
You've basically
Well,
got the gist of it.
well, at least you understand them. You're going in with your eyes open.
To some degree, but I can't promise results at that end.
I have all the faith in the world in you. Because I'm sure once you start talking about the places of the astral sea and the far realms and the other planes and stuff, they're just gonna eat that up, I bet.
Well, that's why I say it's a 50-50. Honestly, there's about a 50-50 chance they already have an astral elf or another of my kind, maybe a Githyanki. Places of high magic tend to invite planar influence, if that makes sense.
It's sort of like birds of a feather flock together.
Sort of. And when you are the type of person who can cross those boundaries to get there, more people will tend to do it.
Well, I'm worried that the fact that you do it seemingly only sometimes intentionally, I'm worried they might not take you on as a student and more take you on as a thing to be studied.
Well, they can try, but
That is
all
true.
they
You are
say.
formidable.
I'd like to see them try.
Well, it's not even just so much that as I'd hate to think if they try to contain me.
This is true. You do jump around a lot.
My whole point.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have a feeling that something else is about to happen.
Something else is about to happen. As you are discussing the possibilities and the what this academy slash guild might have to offer or have an interest in receiving or getting from your professorial friend, uh, you are approaching the curve in the road that leads toward Have Hollow and therefore the Crooked Crow, where the rolling pasture land gives way to low stone rocky foothills. Uh, your the road is bordered by waist high grass and scattered with little wildflowers and weathered smoothed boulders. The sky is open wide above you, not a cloud in the sky. Wind is moving through the grass in slow, gentle waves. and it seems like a peaceful pastoral scene. And you crest over a gentle rise, and the road ahead moves. Not, I repeat, not figuratively. The trade road ahead is moving. It is clogged with dozens of sheep milling about, fleeting, scattering in small bursts of motion like someone threw a pebble in a pond, and then coming back together in clumps. And there's this person standing in the middle of the road with both arms stuck straight out to the side. Waving at your carriage as you approach. And he starts yelling, "Oh, thank the fields, people! People!"
Huh. Uh, hello?
I'm sorry, they're, they don't, oh, Bessie, I'm sorry, you bumped into a rock. Are you okay? And he's talking to one of the sheep. Are you
Oh
okay?
dear.
You didn't, oh, what? And she meanders off while he's talking. He looks back up. I, come, uh, I could use a hand.
Yeah, I figured, and I start disembarking.
It's like, what? Are these all yours?
Well, yeah, well, they were my aunts, and they're mine now because, well, she passed away. But I, she said they were calm if I allow them to express themselves, so I don't, you know, control them as much as encourage them to go places. But they're okay. Look, they're good sheep. Look at them. Look, that one over there, that's Bessie. She's a little round, but she's very sweet. And stay away from that one. He's a jerk. But most of them, they're all very good sheep. They're very clever sheep. They're just also very confident. I mean,
What?
they don't talk or anything. They're not magical sheep, I swear. But I think they understand when I talk to them. I think sometimes.
Oh, they'll understand when I talk to them.
Don't hurt them now. Don't.
Oh
You
no,
got
no, 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 no.
just. I need help encouraging them to get to one side or the other of the road so you can go by. And preferably to the inland side of the road so that hopefully by nightfall they might choose to go home. So this guy, sunburned, wind worn, laugh lines suggesting that he smiles way more than he worries, although today seems to be testing that theory. His boots are mismatched. His wool cloak is half on and half off with one torn sleeve. His shepherd's staff sort of dangles from his waist or like maybe in the crook of his elbow, like he's just decided, well, that's useless right now. Uh, and he has clearly determined that this staff is completely ineffective at this point and just simply hasn't bothered to put it down. And he keeps turning to one or another of the sheep and saying, "It's okay now. You could just decide to go that way. The grass over there is just as tasty as the grass over here."
You could turn into.
I will tell you. There are 27 sheep in total. 22 ordinary sheep. There are 3 lambs. 1 extremely large ram who he has said is a bit of an asshole. And 1 very rotund sheep. They are not aggressive sheep in any way, but they do seem to scatter as you approach. Like I said, like you throw a pebble in the water and they sort of spread out, but eventually work their way back into the lump in the middle of the road. Yeah.
All right.
I am completely willing to leave this to the dude who talks to sheep, the sheepdog, and the druid.
So you're just going to sit in the carriage.
Silent reading
Nebby?
time.
Nebby's gonna hop out and kind of see what Foggy's doing, because I don't know if she truly knows about the dog side of him or not. And
No,
Dusk is
probably not. You probably
Dusk
weren't
is
even close enough to me to see the claws bit happen.
Dusk is stepping out and kind of stretching and just be like, "Oh, this is gonna be."
And before you know it, she starts to grow, and now she is a sheepdog.
Dusk is looking at this habit like, "Whoa, oh right."
The owl
Okay.
just turned into a sheepdog.
Yep.
She got bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, and Foggy will attempt to also sheepdog.
Then
Like,
Austin will look to Dusk and it's like, your turn.
Well, I can't do that, but I can do this, and I'll cast thaumaturgy to make my voice louder, and just be like, "Listen up, you lot! You all need to get on that side of the road, away from us, away from these dogs. Hup, 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 hup."
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do skill checks. We're going to roll initiative so that we do them in some logical order. And you will have 3 rounds, and you simply need to have more successes than failures in each round. So let's start by rolling initiative for anybody who's going to engage with the sheep.
Yep.
Can I offer guidance to anyone during all this? Is this a possibility?
We could put you in initiative and you could just cast guidance on your turn.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Need to throw dice.
Helps to go to the right place. There we go.
Nebby's initiative. Nope, I can't reach.
Wow. Is that everybody? Nebby, Maev, Aste, Snaps. Where was Foggy?
Getting it in there now.
Dusk is 19.
Where's my thing? There it is. 18.
I'm going to put you after Maev because that's what happened on my sheet of paper.
That works for me.
Nebby, Dusk, Maev, Foggy, Aste, and Snaps. I think that's everybody. Great. We're going to start with Nebby. What action would you like your sheepdog self to take? And I will decide which check on this list I have most logically suits.
Dogs are great. I think she's going to start on the side we don't want them on and start making like a wide circle. You know, doing the typical dog kind of intimidation-esque. Because I don't think in this form she can talk to any of them like somebody else might be able to.
Boom, boom,
Yeah, so we're just kind of barking and
boom.
trying to prod
Would you
them.
describe it as intimidating them with your bark or gently hurting them?
Considering he says that he's trying to be nice to these things,
God damn it.
she would probably go more towards the nice, ushering them along kind of thing, and not necessarily intimidate
Cool,
too
cool.
much unless things go, south.
Then that, I think, would be an animal handling check.
And I roll with a dog's, right?
It's wisdom, so
I
technically,
feel like that wasn't the wrong video, Andrew.
I think you use your wisdom stat of your character, not the dog's.
So you
Yeah,
have,
most mental stats.
you've done, I don't know
First ever
what
wild
your,
shape. I have no clue how
yeah.
to do this.
So
Yeah.
does her wild shape let her stay who she is inside the shape?
Yes, that is the difference between
Yeah.
wild
Mind
shape
is the
versus
same.
polymorph.
Your mind
Yeah,
is
it's
the
the-
all of your
same,
mental
so your
stats stay the
stats are
same.
the same. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a
Until wisdom and charisma stay.
16 animal handling then.
Yeah.
The sun Foggy makes. He falls over.
Did you do an animal handling check?
I rolled a 16.
Oh, I didn't hear it. 16 is a success. Dusk. What is Dusk? Try.
Yeah. Dusk will just lean into his speech of beast and leaf. He's not going to cast. Maybe he will. He'll use his ring to cast speak with animals just so we can understand what they're saying. Although he's sweating looking at how many there are. But he'll cast speak with animals and just try to persuade them to pick the side of the road opposite of him.
Okay. So the first thing that happens is you cast your spell
Uh-huh.
or use your trait. I don't know whether it's a trait or a spell, but
Uh,
you do the
I'll
thing.
I'll use
and
the ring.
the droning, bleating sound of 27 sheeps morphs in your ears and suddenly becomes 27 voices,
Mhm.
all talking over each other.
At
But
least
the
they're not
grass
deep.
over here, and look at the yellow flowers, and and hey, he's got there's grain this way. Wait, I'm on it. That's a big rock. Let's get on the rocks. Wait, there's some stuff. Hey, there's water this way. Just this torrent of voices in your head, all talking over each other.
Not that bad as the bees. At least it's not bees, he says.
Not
He's
as
going
bad as
to
bees.
he's going to say the water's yucky. It tastes like bleh.
Cool. And I would like a persuasion or performance check, whichever you prefer. I think they're probably the same for most of it.
Let me see. Where must that go? Animal handling is +8. Persuasion is
Persuasion
+5.
or performance?
Oh, performance.
You're doing persuasion.
Persuasion, yes, definitely persuasion. And I can't do guidance on myself, so I'm just going to
While
roll.
he's rolling, I forgot to tell Nebby what happened was you were successful in like circling 2 or 3 of the sheep and sort of guiding them back onto the road next to Howrick, the shepherd. That's what you were able to do on your first turn.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Yeah. 13 plus 5 is 18. 18. for
Cool.
persuasion.
Right. So the sheep in your near vicinity seem to calm down noticeably. They don't startle as you approach. Um, and two of them kind of look you in the eye and go, "Oh, right. Bad water, bad. Bad water, bad. K," and head back toward Halric. And with that particular success, the next person who tries an animal handling check will have advantage.
Ooh.
And Maiev is next. What's Maiev going to try to do?
Mayev climbed down out of the cart and she's on the water side and she's kind of trying to herd them because he tries to be nice to them by making herself wide, putting her arms out and just shooing them. Like, okay, come
Physically,
on.
yep, physically block, corral, or chase down fleeing sheep.
Yeah.
That would be an athletics check, please.
Like trying to deal with toddlers. 19.
So you see a little cluster of 5 or 6 of these sheep that are ignoring dusk altogether and sidling their way further astride toward the water side of the road. And you're able to like side step in front of the group and stick your arms out real wide and hunker down, head face level with them and like wave your arms around. And they decide maybe this is not the direction to go and turn around and head back toward the road. So that is a third success in this round. So as long as we don't have 3 failures, you will have succeeded in round 1. Foggy, what are you going to do? Oh, you can't technically have 3 failures because Aste's just doing guidance. So that works out
Yeah.
nice for you. Okay, Foggy, what are you going to do?
It would be stupid to rage or even let Karak out to do the driving, so to speak, because all that's going to do is scare them. So I think he's just going to do a similar thing to Maiev, but less just being big and generally pushing in the direction and more doing left to right passes behind the group as it goes. Kind of like how an actual sheepdog would, but he's just trying to get them all focused in a direction.
Dodge, weave, or leap to intercept sheep without startling them?
Yeah, stuff akin to that, yes.
That's an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, 1,000,000.
Okay. You are able to redirect a couple of the fast-moving sheep that got around Maiev
24
quite
for the record.
cleanly and get them to circle back around and head back like they pass by Maiev on the left and head back toward the road. The sheep's turn. The ram, the big boy, sidles up toward dusk, lowers his head and shakes it to display the weight and heft of his horns. And he stares into Dusk's eyes like he's
Oh, boy.
trying to challenge him.
Oh, boy.
Just righty. And then Aste is gonna shoot guidance at Foggy for the next round. Right? Or did you change your mind?
I will foggy the guidance.
Foggy the guidance. Great. And then Snaps. Not that it makes much difference, but it's fun to discuss. What are you gonna do?
She'll bonus action light up the halo, and she has cast Speak with Animals. And she's just arms out. This is bringing me back to herding cows in Nissa. Anyway, just arms out, walking calmly and slowly and projecting her voice. All right, folks, let's move inland. The grass is greener that away.
I'm going to go with persuasion or performance, whichever you prefer.
Okay. With the halo, I assume they're probably just neutrally aligned. But with the halo, I get advantage if for persuasion on good aligned creatures.
Oh, yeah, they're all the way neutral.
Neutral. Okay. I'm gonna do the persuasion anyway. Persuasion and performance are the same.
Yes, I'm sure he does not.
22.
Yay. Okay. Full on a success from everyone. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3 you needed. So let's just have Nebby do round 2. And
Okay.
then everybody else will be, if Nebby is successful, then we'll just jump to round 3.
Okay. Nebby is going to kind of continue along the same lines, but possibly start swinging a little bit back towards dusk with the ram that is trying to show who's
Eyeballing
boss.
him.
Yeah. And might stop being quite as gentle if need be and start, trying to put a presence out, I guess. He's got backup. It's, the head drops low, the shoulder blades start moving. It's
So I'm thinking physically block, corral, or chase down.
yep.
Or, okay, yeah, let's go with that. It's athletics.
I trip over my own feet because I'm not used to being a dog.
Got it.
That was a nat 1.
Great. So,
For 4, but a
what
nat 1.
happened? What actually happens is this big boy sees you coming and like alters his head and like dips and swings in your direction and sort of barrels off in your direction and sort of knocks you off your feet a little bit. He doesn't
Okay.
ram you per se. You're not injured, but he definitely has redirected his attention at you and sort of gave you a shoulder check. Boom. So still on round 2 then, Dusk, what are you going to do?
Seeing the ram, he's going to use is speak with animals a concentration spell. It doesn't matter because animal friendship is not a concentration spell, so he's going to use his ring to cast animal friendship on the ram.
Okay. How does it work?
This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Okay.
If it gets harmed, the spell is broken.
Right.
And I'm assuming the spell save would be 16.
Great. I am giving him disadvantage rather than giving you advantage for the next animal handling check that you earned in the previous round. And therefore, he rolls a 2 and fails.
Okay.
Because I rolled an 18 and a 2. So with the 2, he will respond as you would expect with this spell, which is to go, "Oh, hey, you're not such a bad guy.
I'm your friend.
You're just baiting it with food.
You
Yeah.
got food?"
Literally.
Oh yeah.
You are baiting it with food.
I got some
I
thing.
like the yellow flowers.
Oh yeah. I just stoop to pick one up nearby, hopefully, and be like, and I say, yeah, this one's yours, friend. You know, you'd be doing the best job you could be doing if you can get your friends over there.
And he sort of wags his head inland. That way?
Yeah, that
Okay,
way
but
is
you're on
much
your
better.
own with that big lady. She don't listen to me. And
Oh,
he'll like nudge one of the lambs near him and uh lips the flower from you and chewing on that flower sort of nudges one of the little lambs off the side of the road in the direction you have instructed him to go.
thank you, friend.
That was great. Mayev, we are now essentially on to round 3. I just need 3 successes. You, Foggy, and
Mhm.
Snaps. If you all 3 succeed, we are finished.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Fantastic news. I'm gonna do the same thing that worked last time. I'm gonna try to, you know, physically herd the stragglers to inland.
Okay. What did we decide? Block, herd, corral, chase down, athletics.
All right, 17.
So you are again able to spot that there's a couple over there that are moving a little faster than the rest and they're not quite headed in the right direction. And you do a few more side steps, strafing, get in front of them and like wave your arms up and down, but you're talking nice to them that they need to go the other way. And they turn and go back the other way. Augie, what do you got?
Similar technique of focusing on stragglers and passing left to right behind the whole crowd, keeping it moving in a singular direction.
Athletics again.
Oh, not quite as good as last time, but that is still 22.
Oh, well, you're
15 instead of
again.
17.
Yeah, at this point, there's almost no sheep left on this side of the road. So you're like uh, herding and sidestepping and cartwheeling and distracting to make the water side of the road less appealing. And more of them move not only onto the road, but some of them on the road move off the road on the other to the other side of the road. And Halric stand in the middle like, this is great. It's like having 10 of me all at once. Alaric is very happy with your assistance. At this point, I'm gonna go with what happens in round 3 with the sheep on their turn. The let's call her the healthiest one has sat down in the middle of the road. Um, Foggy was able to get this one to decide that being up high wasn't nearly as exciting as it seemed, and it had scrambled down the side of the boulder and crossed back over the road. But this little lady, she's we're gonna call her immovable Betty. She is the healthiest of all the sheep, and she's just decided to lay down and loaf right in the middle of the road. Just plopped here, looking around as if this is all fine, everything's fine. She ain't going nowhere without somebody doing something right. There will be a specific thing that someone may have to do to get her to move. Aste, I assume, gave Foggy guidance. Do you want to give it to Snaps this time? Since Snaps goes
There
after
is
Foggy.
there's another option.
There is another option. What they gonna do this time?
I see the big fat sheep in the road and I yell out, I can teleport it if y'all want. You want to move it?
I think that nice sunny rock over there looks like a nice place for her to loaf.
Sounds good. And I'll like vortex warp the sheep over to the rock where it's nice.
She doesn't have to roll anything to prevent this from happening. It just happens.
I didn't assume it cared enough. Let me check. If the sheep finds itself wanting to care enough to do that, let's see. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. That's Con 16.
Okay.
If it decides it cares enough to try and stop it.
I just rolled a 19.
Well, that kinda sucks.
The immovable
Okay.
Betty is immovable.
Okay. Well, I have a lot more chances, so y'all keep trying. I'll keep doing this.
Okay.
And I'll keep trying that each turn. You just let me know how many uses we'll go through.
Yeah. Okay. Snaps. What are you gonna do?
Plant my hands on my hips and stop in front of her.
Yep.
All right, ma'am. What can I do to get you to move?
You're speaking in her language,
I am.
and you have said, "What can I do to get you to move?" And she's going to say, "The sun is warm. I'm comfy." And he was rude to me this morning.
When she says he, is she indicating the ram or the dude?
Halric, the shepherd.
What an apology, and that nice warm sunny rock over there get you to move?
Yes. Put some flowers on that rock. These yellow ones. See this yellow one I have on my head?
I
More
see
like
it.
that. Put them over there on that rock and make him apologize. And I'll go lay
Alrighty.
on that rock.
And she'll walk over to this guy, and this is an elf lady who's got a halo around her head. And, sir, I do believe you owe the lady an apology.
What do you mean?
She'll move. She says you were rude to her this morning.
Oh, Betty,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody ever been rude to big old Betty.
Well, sometimes the things we do aren't taken the way we intend them, and sometimes they are taken to be rude. She would like an apology, sir.
Uh, yeah, okay. You think maybe she doesn't like being called big old Betty?
I don't think I'd like being called Big Old Betty. How about Beautiful Betty?
Big, beautiful Betty? She's not really all that old. She's only had. Okay, let me see what I can do. And Halrick's going to head over there and he's going to hunker down in front of big old Betty. And he's going to say, "You are my big, beautiful Betty, and I am sorry if I hurt your feelings." And she will lumber up onto her feet and stroll off toward the rock and then look at you like, "Where are my
Snap
flowers?"
has followed her, gathering yellow flowers so that she can have a good armful for Betty on the rock. Thank you, ma'am.
Great. You've got a an entire herd of sheep. The last lamb sort of follows Betty off the road, and you have cleared the way and can make your way along the road. Halric is very grateful. Let's see what happens. The flock is gathered, the road clears, the sheep settle into loose, orderly cluster as if none of this ever happened. He takes off his hat and he bows to all of you. I can't properly express how much you've saved my day and possibly a bit of my dignity. Um, I have rations, fruit, cheese, fruit. Come join me for lunch or supper, I guess. It would be late in the day. And he will throw out a little red and white checked blanket on the grass and start unpacking a picnic basket full of fruit and cheese and shit. And you are welcome to stay with Halric, have a lovely little snack, and then get back in your cart, and you will make your way to the Crooked Crow.
Before 10 minutes is up and I've still got my speak with animals up, Snaps will just, like, as I guess we're going to go settle down for a little picnic dinner, Snaps will kind of catch Foggy's eye and wink at him, and she'll actually use the telepathy that is associated with her Heartbound Charm bracelet.
Yeah.
Telepathy within 300 feet, and she'll just, with the speak with animals up, she'll just say into his head, sorry we couldn't let you chase the sheep, Karak. I'm sure we can find something for you to hunt later.
And you will hear back. I think we've made it clear that Kurak doesn't communicate well in words, even though you have done speak with animals.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, he speaks in, if anything, short, broken phrases.
Yeah. So we'll just have him do the flood of emotions that you get is humor, bemused by the sheep, and yes, hunt good. Yeah. Yes, hunt good.
Hunt good.
Hunt good.
You'll get from me. Thank you for that.
And there we go. Fun little silliness on the side of the road because I had to
Yeah.
write something. And now I know that we are in a carriage and we are on the trade road, and you have 2 more days before you arrive in Salt End Landing. I will send Andrew a bit of information that he will get when he goes into the dean's office for his interview, so that he can make some decisions about what he is and is not willing to do in relation to what is discussed in the dean's office, which will happen just him and the dean. So just to avoid having him have to read 3 pages of information during that session, I'll send him the information up front so he can be prepared for that eventuality. And Burris is passing the fuck out. So there we go. A little bit of lightweight fun and prepared for and having a much better idea of what we're doing now.
Indeed.
Knowing the 4 locations that you could teleport to if teleportation from Wart Hurl Academy is the way you're going to go, you guys need to decide which one you're going to use. Do you need me to give you those 4 places again?
It was water deep, candle keep.
Copy. Paste.
Mhm.
Neverwinter, water deep. Just
Well, where we wanted was near Waterdeep.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go weird and go see Candlekeep. Let's see what Keeper Janusi's up to.
Well, you know, if depending on what Oste decides to agree to or not agree to, you might be stuck with Candlekeep.
True.
So I will be
True.
prepared for either Waterdeep or Candlekeep, and it'll be up to Andrew.
Let me know if you want maps of Candlekeep if you don't already have them.
I can't wait to have forbidden far realms knowledge that no man should ever have. Eternal madness shall be mine to wield. Yay!
All right, I will stop the recording here then.
All right. Good night, Internet.
Good night, YouTube.
Good night,
Boom.
everybody.
Good
Good
night.
Thank you for playing.